take a ride on Tony the Pony. Come take a ride on Tony the Pony. Please take a ride on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.
Hello and welcome to Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour, the show where we talk big pineapples, small pineapples, hairy pineapples, and everything in between. I'm your host, Tony the Pony, and with me, as always, is one and only, the incredible Mr. Pineapple. How are you doing?
Ill, tired, smell like shit. That's a creepy Santa.
It's cool though, he's got like a reindeer head in
No,
his sack.
No, but he looks like a nonce.
No, he looks like he'd fucking kill you.
No, he would. No, he'll put kids in burlap sacks, like I would, then beat them with a hammer.
Is that Liam? The Santa.
It's Liam. Yeah, he does have a massive hat that looks like it's housing a giant snake.
It's cool though.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal it.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm alright though. Other than that,
Yeah.
yeah,
We're joined by Seaton, aren't we? Look at him.
yeah. Look at it. Episode 75.
Woof.
Major numbers.
15 away from the big one. 25
I
even.
was going to say, yeah.
Maths.
We've got the maths boy on and you're making him feel sad.
Why is he the maths boy?
Because he's got a degree in numbers.
You got a degree in counting.
I've got a degree in counting. Yes, I do.
What can you count to?
8 at least, minimum.
Minimum. I think I did 9 once.
I know, I was there.
You were there?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that must have been a glorious day.
He didn't know I was there because he didn't invite me to it.
It was an event.
Yeah, I just happened to stumble upon it. Yeah.
It's a big crowd.
Did we ask him how he is?
Did we ask? Yeah, let's say we
I
did.
think we just
Let's say we
talked
did.
about numbers.
You good?
Not bad.
Carry on.
Fucking cunt you.
No, he is all set for Christmas. You know, it's the
Yes.
19th, 6 days left.
Mostly. One
Mostly.
or two other little things.
What have you got your favourite podcast hosts?
Who are they?
Bob Mortimer.
And Mr. Dawson.
Yeah.
I don't care for Andy, actually. It's all about Bob.
I'd have to agree, I think.
Yeah. I've got him a Patreon subscription that I've had for about a year.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
We'll set up a Patreon just for Seaton.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be his new Bob Mortimer.
Can we post saucy pics on there?
We can all the saucy pics if you want to post them, mate, sure.
You'll never replace Bob. He's irreplaceable.
What's he doing?
Giving Bob a
Scratches.
little head rub, I think.
Freaked me out a bit, that. Thought you were going to get us. No, 75th episode.
Did you think we'd get here?
No.
No, same.
I didn't.
As it is the end of the year, though, we're not doing just music, as is the normal.
Oh, it's Seaton
Normal
traditions,
thing.
normally music, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
But end of the year, it's our last podcast of the year.
It's all fell very nicely,
'Cause
hasn't
we're
it?
having a little 2-week-ish
JK.
holiday, yes, for Christmas things, etc.
Mm.
We thought, fuck it, we like lists, don't we? Let's do some end of year shit.
Yeah,
And who better to do it with than little ginger bastard
I know.
Seaton
Fucking.
with his Adidas. Is it an Adidas shirt he's got on there? It is.
Very nice.
It is. He'll be shanking someone later. He's looking urban. Urban, yeah.
I don't think I could be much further away from urban looking to be.
Got a hairy pineapple.
Do.
What is
Obviously, in our... There, the green outside, honkers. In our big pineapple, we're doing what? Films, games and music, top threes.
it? Yeah.
And I thought it'd been a decent year for TV as well. There were, but we weren't going to do a list on it. So I thought, let's fucking just talk about it. It makes my life a bit easier.
that description, top notch.
Yeah. So, TV events. What have you been?
We're just reeling them off.
We're just spitballing. Free flow. Free.
I guess you got to start with the big one, haven't you?
The big one. What's the big one?
Squid Game.
Squid Game.
I've still watched 1.5 episodes of
Same.
Squid Game.
Same. Good seeing.
It's decent. It starts off pretty good, and then the last couple of episodes do let it down a bit. But
Yeah, I've
worth
heard
a
it.
watch.
I've heard it was quite divisive. The end kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm happy it's got people into Korean shit, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's
Thanks.
the most popular one on Netflix this year, wasn't it?
Because I'm a big fan of Korean cinema and TV, as is well documented. So if that's a nice starting point for people to get into better Korean shit, rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch Tony?
Did I watch Squid Game?
No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
What about you?
Let's go with Loki, shall we?
Loki, I enjoyed that until last episode.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, we're really good until then. We're getting a theme already.
I forgot that was this year, actually.
They dropped a load, didn't they? 3, 4, 5 TV shows this year?
Yeah.
5. Jeez.
Was WandaVision this year? Or was that really late last year?
I think it was this year because Empire
So,
put out their like top 25 TV shows and that came in at number fucking 2. Yeah, I know.
2?
Yeah, it pissed me off. I'm so glad I stopped subscribing to them.
What was number
Yes.
1?
Number 1, I can't fucking for the life of me remember. I got to 2 and I'm like, no, I'm done. But no, Loki, good.
Yeah.
I would say the best of the Marvel shows they've put out this year. I've not seen Hawkeye yet because I'm waiting for it all to drop.
Strong contender.
And I've seen episode 1 of What If.
Yeah.
It weren't really for me, that.
No, I didn't like what I saw of that.
But I would happily rewatch Loki again for 5 episodes.
Yeah.
And then not the last one.
What, the Watcher bit?
You what, sorry, mate?
Is that the Watcher bit where?
Yeah. I understand why they did it, but no. Yeah. What's your personal favourite TV show of the year? That's both of you. That.
Fucking hell.
Da-da.
Anyone?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of TV shows I've watched this year. I might have to say Loki, because I can't think of any.
You can't think of any.
Ted Lasso.
Shit, yeah, Ted Lasso is a thing.
Ted Lasso season 2 is good. I don't think it's as good as season 1 myself. There's story beats and things that I didn't enjoy. Season
I watched
3
them all at the same time, so they kind of just blended into one for me.
Yeah, I believe season 3 is meant to be the last season. So when that is done, we'll have to do an episode on Ted Lasso.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you watched all of season 2, Seaton?
I've still not watched the last episode.
Okay.
Did I think of
I've watched all of the first 2 series, apart from the last one, in about a 2-week period. And
Yeah.
for some reason, I just have still not got around to watching the last one.
Oh, that's
I'll have to get that done at some point before Christmas.
Yeah. Well, you've got 6 days. It's only 30 odd.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen.
I'll not spoil it. My personal favourite TV show of the year is We Are Lady Parts, a show that I talk about too often. Season 2's been announced. I'm super happy about that. Highly recommend anybody watches it. It's on all 4. It's about a Muslim, all-female punk rock band, and it's fucking hilarious, but it's also so emotional, and the characters are amazing, and it's been nominated for lots of awards, and I hope it's been picked up for season 2, and everyone should go and watch it. It's hot shit. Also, close contender for second place, I watched the Only Murders in the Building show.
Oh, have you watched that?
I watched it all in one day.
Nice.
Well, I'd say one day. I finished watching it at 6 in the morning. It's fucking really good. It lampoons the sort of true crime thing, boom we're currently in incredibly well. It's hilarious. It's probably Steve Martin's best thing he's done in a long, long time.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Pardon?
Better than Cheaper by the Dozen.
I mean, Cheaper by the Dozen's like fucking 18 years old now.
That film I think that is just what my nightmare would actually be.
I love Cheaper by the Dozen. I think it's a banging film.
Yeah, but would you want to be that guy?
Don't know. Would I want to be Steve Martin in that film? No, that's a bit too many.
Yeah, not the life for me.
They're a bit raucous, aren't they?
Yeah.
But no, Only Murders in the Building is it's funny as fuck, poignant. I just wanted to know. I was like, I need to know what's happening. This mystery got me hooked, and I'm like, I can see why these people get hooked on these podcasts and TV shows now. If only they all had Steve Martin and Martin Short in, I'd be there for them all.
It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's got fucking really good reviews. Also, Taskmaster's two latest seasons were good, though not as good as the Heady Heights because they're still having restrictions, with COVID and stuff. So it makes it a little bit, it's a bit weird, a bit jarring.
I've only watched one episode of the socially distant ones.
Yeah. What else? There was another show I wanted to mention. I watched The Cleaner on iPlayer. Greg Davies' new sitcom. He plays a crime scene cleaner. Again, funny shit.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of comedies this year.
Nice.
But it's really good. I'd highly recommend it.
Never mind, The Buzzcocks was all right.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
We're just talking about all the Greg Davies
Apparently so.
stuff now. What else has he been in this year?
Don't know. Invincible came out this year, though. That was good.
Oh, the superhero one.
Yeah. The animated Amazon Prime.
Yeah. The violent one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still not watched that. It's been on my list for a while.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Star Wars Visions.
Visions. I really liked Visions, actually.
I've just looked for a list of loads of TV shows that I know about. I ain't watched anything this year.
I need to watch Arcane.
Yeah.
Because everyone keeps telling me to, and by everyone I mean
watched that.
Liam and Richard keep telling me to,
And this guy.
and now Seaton keeps telling me to. Yeah.
Oh, no, I told you to. I was just saying I've seen it.
No, you just did though with your eyes. I saw.
It is pretty good, to be fair. Worth a watch.
Bob's Burgers. I've watched all of those these year because
I've watched all of this new season.
Yeah, yesterday. Instead of doing stuff at podcast.
Nice.
So, but that's me, I think. Yeah, Bob's Burgers was up there, but We Are Lady Parts is it's top-notch shit. I'd highly recommend sourcing it out, and it's readily available on all four. What would you say your favourite show is, Seaton? Is it Ted Lasso?
Probably would be Ted Lasso. Yeah, a lot of the TV I actually watch just old stuff from before, not new shows this year. So not a big pool to choose from for me, but yeah, Ted Lasso would probably be the pick.
I've watched Bob's Burgers about 18 times or something this year, so pretty sure that took up most of my TV viewing time.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of Netflix shit that I've watched and that I wanted to mention, but it's just that.
The Christmas episode of Gone Fishing will probably be up there for me, actually.
Oh, yeah, I've not watched that new series of that either. Something else I should watch.
Also, I've not seen the new season. I've just realised.
Yeah, what are we doing?
And you've
Call
got
ourselves fans of Bob.
You're his Patreon boy as well.
There you are.
Wow.
Love Death Plus Robots. Had Volume 2 out this year. That was alright. Fuck me. Big Mouth season, whatever. I didn't watch the last episode though.
Did you finish F is for Family?
No, because it's too depressing.
Right.
And, it's a whole thing.
It's the whole thing, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I stopped watching BoJack as well. It's just too much.
Yeah, I got proper close to the end of BoJack and then sort of just teetered off a little bit.
Yeah.
That's Liam's favourite TV show.
I know.
It is banging.
No, I really liked what I saw. But fuck me, it's
good though.
Don't want to watch it when you're feeling happy, do you? That's for sure. You don't want to watch it when you're feeling sad.
I've got sad because I just realised Vikings Season 6 Part 2 came out right at the end of last year. So I thought it came out this year. Right at the start, but no. So I can't.
Obviously, The Witch is out now, isn't it? Season 2. I know a lot of people are bumming that, even though it's probably shit, because fandoms are the worst.
Yeah.
Did you watch the third series?
Did I watch the first season of The Witcher?
Yeah.
No.
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 It's decent.
No.
I'll be watching the second series over Christmas.
I heard that Henry Cavill got that injured doing a stunt on that show, it almost stopped his action career.
I heard that as well, but I wasn't going to put in this week's news.
Neither were I.
And now you've just mentioned it.
Cocks his arms.
He does.
Reloads them.
That's a good fight scene, though.
Why do we always mention that when Seaton's on?
Because he's got big arms, like Henry Cavill.
No, he definitely doesn't.
I'd say Cavill's got big arms like Seaton. He has a poster of Seaton above his bed.
Yeah, I do.
I'd just jack over his Facebook profile picture.
Same.
My phone is disgusting. Just fuck up.
All right. We got that covered.
I got my phone covered in semen. which is almost
What
like
about
his
that?
name.
That Monsters at Work thing.
I've watched all that except
Any
from the
good?
last episode.
Any good?
I liked it. It was fun.
Cool.
I was like, these are Monsters Inc. people.
Mm.
And they're like laughing and stuff now because they don't do scaring anymore, you see.
No, it's good.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hawkeye's really good as well.
I'm waiting for the last episode to drop and then I'll be binging
Oh,
it.
it's dropping this Wednesday, mate.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Right.
End it podcast then, yeah?
Shut your fucking mouth. Let's get on to Small Pineapples.
Let's do it.
Trailers. How many of you watched Mr. Pineapple?
All of them.
First trailer, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Cage flick.
Yeah. About Nicolas Cage, innit? About a millionaire man wanting to hire Nicolas Cage for some shit. I forgot, mate. It's got Pedro Pascal in, though.
It does.
It just looks really good.
It does, doesn't it?
And I expected it to look really shit.
Because
But
of
now I'm annoyed.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
We've watched a lot of his films.
I expected him to be more like not taking himself as a joke kind of thing, but it looks like he's gone proper full in. Yeah, I realise that I made some stupid decisions in the past.
Mm.
But yeah, it just looks really, really fun. What do you think, Seaton?
I agree with what you've just said. When it first got announced, I thought, how is this going to be a film? How is that going to actually work? But it looks like it will be entertaining.
That's the thing with Nicolas Cage. No matter what he's in, they're always entertaining for good or bad. You know what I mean? For the most part, except from Zanderley.
I'm going to say.
Zanderley can get in the bin.
I'm going to say, can you really say that after what we've had to watch?
It had tits in at least.
Mm. And he did chuck paint all over himself.
Yeah. Bad film. Actually, I take that back. I don't like him.
Was that bit on the boat and we go like, I can't swim?
I can't swim. Good times. And then he died. Because he couldn't swim.
Yeah.
He bit Nicolas Cage, though, like an alligator.
What's this film?
Zanderley. 1991's greatest film.
From the last 30 seconds, I want to watch that film now. You've sold me on it.
Nicolas
It's a
Cage.
lot of sex.
It's set in New Orleans. There's rape in a church.
There's cocaine in the vagina.
Yeah. He's a painter. He has hair.
Too much hair.
The
moustache.
You got the goatee, little, you know. It's fucking dog shit.
Yeah. I'm sad it's in my memory.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. I hate it so much.
Sounds like it's pretty good to me.
I'll watch it and then you'll fucking want to kill yourself.
Next trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Home Team.
Ooh.
You don't
I
like
don't
look
like
at
this one.
Why not?
God, it looks bad, doesn't it?
I thought it looked a lot more toned down than previous films. Because obviously it's Kevin, your big boy Kevin, and Taylor Lautner coaching a football team together. And it looked like some kind of nice, heartfelt comedy about Kevin and his boy, you know? And then fucking everyone's favourite minority playing actor, Rob, comes into the picture. And I'm like, oh no, here we go. This is where it descends into madness. Everyone's puking up on each other. It's just, yeah. The last like 30 seconds of the trailer are like, ah, shit. It looked alright. It looked like they were going somewhere. But then, you know.
You got what you wanted.
Kevin James weren't like just
Puking
running
stuff.
into something and falling over and pretending that's funny.
Fucking hate Kevin James. I genuinely hope he gets like diabetes or something soon and it takes him. Like proper, an intense bout that lasts an hour.
An hour?
Yeah. And he loses his legs or something.
He'd still act though if he lost his
No,
leg.
he won't.
He'd be like, look, I've got no legs.
Just do more Paul Blart films on the Segway. Doesn't need his legs then.
He just gets his body attached to a Segway.
No, he'd just be on a
No,
mobility scooter.
he's now Segway Man.
Segway man.
That's his new name.
I saw something the other day saying he looks unrecognisable in the new role. He looks the exact same, just with a hat on.
Yeah, it looked alright until the last 30 seconds.
You'll make me watch it though, won't you? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I won't. No. The Bad Guys is next. What do you think of this?
I thought it looked pretty funny, pretty good.
new animated film with your boy. What's his name now? Shit, fucking hell.
You'll get there.
I won't.
But
Just say his name if you know it.
but go on, go through the alphabet and think about it.
But
Use your
I
brain.
can't. Just thinking of Iron Man 2.
Fine.
Just thinking of it. Justin Hammer. That guy.
Oh yeah.
What's his fucking name?
What is his name? Next trailer.
What's his name? Sam Rockwell. Sam
Hey.
Rockwell. Fuck me. Oh, God, that I didn't like any of that. But no, it's about the group of animals that are criminals who become good. It's like Suicide Squad, but with animated animals and Sam Rockwell and a snake.
I do like Snake.
Sam
The snake
Rockwell
was the
plays
best
like
bit.
a wolf film. It looks pretty cool.
Alpha and Omega.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, that's a film. What are you looking up, Seaton?
I was just looking to make sure I got the right guy's name before I said it, but then you finally got there. Don't want to make myself look like a fool. I didn't realise that the shark was Craig Robinson.
Who's that?
He's a comedian.
It's the Pontiac Bandit, if you've ever seen Brooklyn
Judy.
Nine-Nine.
499.
Oh, I don't know.
He's a big black comedian. He's in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Is he like the chief?
Part of the
Black.
James Franco squad.
He's
Oh,
in what's that film where the world ends? This is the end. Is in that.
Oh, yeah. Does he have goatee?
In various films, yeah.
Yeah, I know you're on about. Freaks out a lot.
A little bit.
Yeah. Glad we got that covered. No, that looks all right though. Is it? It's DreamWorks, isn't it?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, DreamWorks.
I just hope for the best on that information.
Next trailer: Fantastic Beasts
I didn't watch this one. I refuse.
and
You didn't miss out.
crime. No, that was the other one. Something about Dumbledore.
Um,
The secrets of.
Fantastic Beasts and the recasting spell,
Yeah.
we'll call it.
It is a good recast, though, isn't it? Like, obviously, the reasons behind it you can argue, but if you're gonna bring in any sort of actor, bring in Mads for every role ever. The guy's a ledge.
But when you want to recast someone, do you just go for a whole change of how that character's portrayed, or do you want someone who's going to match what the actor did before?
Yeah.
Because Mads looks and feels
they're
completely
different. Aren't they?
different
Yeah, they're different.
to how Johnny Depp played it.
As a man who's not seen any of the Fantastic things,
No.
or
Me
But we all know
they
how
are.
flamboyant Johnny Depp is. And then you get someone in like Mads who's just, I'm a villain.
I'm gonna do evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still think it's weird that he weren't a villain in Rogue One.
Yeah.
It every time I watch that, I'm like,
Yeah,
he's
same.
gonna turn evil. He's gonna do it, and then he done.
It's like perfect casting for a Sith, isn't it?
Yeah.
Weird.
Opportunity wasted.
But no, I'm just don't know why they even still have
You know why?
Redmayne in this film, in these films. It's just all about Dumbledore and Grindelwald just fucking off.
I forgot he were a person, if I'm being honest. Eddie Redmayne.
He
So
hasn't been in much, has he? He's either
it's the Danish girl.
he's either going with Harry Potter shit or just wanting an Oscar.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm a spaz in this chair.
Oh no, I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Fuck off. He'll be a spazzy woman next.
Spazzy chairwoman's going to be the title of that film.
Are you a fan of the Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts thing?
I've never seen the Fantastic Beasts films.
What is your favourite Fantastic Beast?
You've put me on the spot here. I don't know. I can't think of a Fantastic Beast, Mr. Pineapple.
Mine is the mythical bear, which not many people believe to be true
Why is it fantastic?
because they're not real.
Yeah, bears aren't real.
Is
What
it just
kind
a
of bear?
bear?
Mythical bear, they're not real. Bears aren't
Any
real.
kind of bear.
All right, you don't believe bears are real.
No,
Right.
they
Okay.
thought they found one other day,
It weren't like a
but
variation
it was
on a bear.
just a baby in a sheep.
In a sheep.
Yeah. Scientists were like probing it and stuff. Like, we think this is a bear,
You're not alright here.
and then they got public and like, it's a fucking baby in a sheep, dickhead.
Like a baby inside a sheep,
Yeah, inside it.
just like
No,
in the middle.
it killed the sheep for
Oh,
right,
survival. It was the sheep or the baby.
The baby's wearing the
Last
sheep.
last one standing, right? Shanked a motherfucker.
With what?
A shank. obviously.
What do you make shank out of?
Well, you various different things you can use.
Tumble dryer.
No, it's a bit too big. And then obviously cut it open and then swear in the sheep.
Yeah, obviously.
Pretending to be a sheep to get close to all the other sheep.
Mm.
You know, because
I
obviously.
don't think Seaton believes you.
No, I don't believe you.
And then the scientists were like, that's a bear, that. Because it were walking upright.
And then you came and you're like, no, bears aren't real.
Baby and a fucking sheep. Bears are not real. Give me a Nobel Prize.
Next trailer.
Peace prize, though, because I brokered the peace between the babies and the sheep.
Yeah.
No more gang wars between them. I saved New Zealand from crisis.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
This looks all right. It's got no bears in, though.
No, it's got
no real, that's why.
Asians in there.
Asians famously like bears.
Looks confusing. And
It does look confusing.
Looks really good. I'm going to watch it and really like it.
Michelle Yeoh,
Yeah.
martial arts.
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh doing martial arts.
Yeah.
Sign me up for that shit.
Okay. What about all the multiverse stuff?
I could take a leave that.
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh doing kung fu in a film again.
What about wearing a googly eye on
Yeah,
her
I liked
forehead?
that.
Yeah.
No, but I think it looks peculiar and different, and I'm there for it.
Yeah.
I'm there for it all, yeah.
What about you, Seaton?
Looks all right. Not be something I'll be going to the pictures to watch. I'll probably just get it when it comes out on some streaming service and give it a watch then.
Why do you think it just looks all right?
Just looks a bit. There's a lot going on. There might be too much going on.
But you like numbers and stuff.
Yeah, you're like Peter Parker.
Yeah,
What's that got to
you're
do? I
like,
wish I was like Peter Parker.
you can figure
What's
out
that got to do with numbers anyway?
that stuff. You're smart.
You've seen Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I have. Are we talking about that later?
He just wants to talk about Spider-Man, doesn't he? Look at him.
He's happy.
Raring
little boy,
to go.
isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's Endgame. Anyway, yeah, it looks alright. Moving on. American Siege. I didn't watch this one, Seaton, gonna be honest.
It was.
It's just another Bruce Willis film.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch this one either.
I put it
I'm
on.
the only one that watched it. You made me watch it. and you
What
didn't watch
happened?
it.
What happened?
Oh my! There's a guy who kidnaps another guy who's holding him in hostage in a house, and then
Yeah.
Bruce Willis turns up and he's like, "We're gonna get that guy out of the house." And then there's lots of shooting and lots of other stuff, and I just thought it looked terrible.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis is in his most Bruce Willis-y phase at the
like
minute,
it.
and we're there
Some
for it.
annoying accents in that film as well. Oh, just
Were the villains foreign?
no, they were all like southern.
Right.
Everyone in the film.
So in many ways, foreign to the rest of America.
Yeah,
Mm.
but so was the hero.
Right. Is he an ex-army vet or something? He's got to be, hasn't he?
Might just be a policeman or something in this. Like,
Please.
honestly, as soon as I watched it, I deleted it. Just like,
Did he have a scarf?
don't think he had a
He
scarf.
didn't have his scarf money at that point.
No.
No.
The scarf might have made the trailer better if there was one.
Because he might have got caught on a twig and hung himself. Is that what you're thinking?
No, that's not what I said. Whatever you've interpreted from that. That's on
Next trailer. Sorry. Clean.
I didn't watch this one either.
Adrian Brody's back on the scene.
In the piano?
No.
He's not in the piano, he's in the pianist.
Pianist,
When
yeah.
you're, like proper making his way up to like
When he won an Oscar for being in the pianist.
being in like every film.
And then he
He
were
didn't
in
play the Joker. and
King
stuff.
Kong.
Yeah.
And then he's been in other films, I'm assuming.
Predators.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Mm.
That's,
No, he's just kind
that's
of.
3 films he's in.
He's got more dignity than wanting fame. You know what I mean?
Has he?
I think so.
Or is it just the roles dried up?
He's got big fucking nose.
Massive Junos. That's why he was so good in
Is
the
it
pianist.
bigger than Liam's?
No, Liam's is massive. Liam's pretty much touches the floor at this point.
I mean, this would look very much like a John Wick-esque sort of thing, didn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is he an action boy
plays-
now?
Yeah, he plays
Right.
a garbage man who cleans up the gangs
Right, okay.
stuff.
Right,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
dead bodies in his garbage truck. Baso. And then like his daughter, maybe. I don't know. A bit.
I think she was just some like he was like her father figure. I don't think he's actually
Right.
is he?
She's black, you see.
Right, and he's obviously Jewish.
Yeah. She goes to like this crack house, and then he's like, yo, let me in. I need
Right.
to look after her. And then
Okay.
Big Boy's like, fuck off. And he's like, bang! Wrenched her head, wrench time. And then it just kind of descends into Adrian Brody just killing a lot of gang members.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. I'll have to watch that one.
Looks all right. Stabs this guy in the neck. I'm up for some Adrian Brody because he looked a bit dishevelled.
He's a bit weedy looking, isn't he? Yeah.
I'm up for that.
He looks like he'd be happy in a sewer.
Mm. Yeah, especially in this big beard.
Yeah.
Hat as well.
Kind of hat.
Woolly.
Okay, woolly hat.
Beanie.
Oh, beanie. I've heard of them.
What about you, Seaton?
Yeah, I think it looks decent. Probably give it a watch. Kind of the same plot of a few different films that have come out recently, and it just
Yeah.
older guy that knows how to fight apparently, but no one knows he knows how to fight. Gets into some sort of altercation. They regret that pretty quickly. But was it the one with Bob Odenkirk? Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I've not seen that, but it looks similar to that sort of thing. And John Wick, that similar vibe. I doubt it'll be as good as John Wick because that film is excellent. But
It is a top-notch film.
I'll probably give it a watch. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Taken, but
How many
gang.
edits does it have in it?
Mm-hmm.
How many cuts are in
How
it?
many hard cuts in the fight scenes? Yeah.
Too many.
If there's not a scene where he's climbing over a fence in about 28 different shots,
Insane.
still the greatest film scene put to.
And last trailer, because I put the bad guys on the list twice, like a dum-dum, we've got The Lost City. Got to watch this one, Seaton, mates. Take the reins.
How many of these did you actually watch? Half of them. This, annoyingly, I thought looked quite good actually.
Got Channing Tatum in, hasn't it?
I'm a fan of Channing Tatum.
Sandy B.
Yeah, it starts off looking a bit generic, bit cheesy sort of thing, but then as the trailer goes on, looks a bit more interesting, bit different. And then Brad Pitt comes in at the end with his luscious locks, and I was like, well, I'm definitely got to watch this film now because that man doesn't age, does he?
He's like 58.
He's so old, and
I like when he eats. I could watch him eat all day.
All right, mate.
what
He's
you been
like
watching him
Ocean's
eating?
films, doesn't
He eats in the Ocean's films in every scene.
Mm.
I don't think I've seen him eat much in any other film. Not that I remember off the top of my head. But no, this actiony in it, action adventure type. This one, I like that kind of.
Oh yeah, what's it actually about?
Well,
Yeah, so she's an author. She's writing this like an Indiana Jones sort of adventure book, and Channing Tatum is the actor that does the cover art for the book, and everyone comes up to him, treating him like he's actually the hero. And then Daniel Radcliffe turns up at one point, and he's like, Daniel Radcliffe's in it. He turns up and he's like, oh, I've got a load of money. I want you to help me find this treasure that you've written about in your book, and basically kidnaps her. And then Channing Tatum decides he's going to try and actually be the hero that she accused him of not being and come and rescue her. But he's not got the skills to do this, so it's a bit chaotic as they're trying to escape. Looks like there could be a bit of romance thrown in there between those two. And then the best part is just Brad Pitt swooping in with shoulder length
Is
blonde
Brad
hair.
Pitt the actual adventurer man?
Yeah, he basically is the character that she's written about in the books.
Has Daniel Radcliffe got an American accent?
I don't think so.
Good.
Not that I remember. Just got he's got Far Cry 5, that camp rich guy that
Oh yeah,
he's kind of got those sort of vibes.
nice. Sounds all right.
It looked better than the first minute. I was like, oh my god, what's this shit? But came around on it a bit at the end. I'll probably give it a watch. Looks better than Jungle Cruise did anyway.
I liked Jungle Cruise. I thought it was all right.
I've not actually seen it. I just watched the trailer and thought, nah.
I like them adventure type things though. They're easy to watch.
Journey to the Centre of the Earth.
Yeah.
Banging film. Not Journey 2 though.
That's the point. It's a film set in a jungle and it doesn't have The Rock in it. That can't be right.
Guess how many of them trailers I watched?
Don't tell him.
None, because I'm not well.
You watched one. You watched the Asian one.
Yeah, I did watch the Asian one.
News time! Right, there's lots of Spider-Man. Oh, wow. There's a few bits. But let's take this moment. If Seaton wants to talk about Spider-Man, you can do, mate. Spoilers.
I won't get too much into it. I don't want to ruin it for anyone. I know you've already done your spoiler podcast, so if people want to hear about it, they can go and watch that you've done, can't they? But that film, very hyped, and it still managed to live up to it. Everything I wanted to happen happened and more. The only downside is that people were literally clapping and cheering in the cinema, and I thought, what are you doing? But apart from that, basically a 10. But it was really, really, really good.
A what? Sorry?
A 10. 10 out of 10.
Out of 7?
Sorry, a 7 out of 7.
That's good, man. Well, we've got some news on the next film.
Oh, do we?
Tom Holland's come out and he's like, yeah, I want Madam Web in it, and I want Kingpin to be in it.
Makes sense, making it.
I would like to see an adaptation of Madam Web. I think it's interesting. And she's got like a weird dress that looks like one leg.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Madam Web?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Just give you, well, it would be.
Yeah, but just Spider-Man kicking goons.
You just want Spider-Man kicking goons, no big enemy.
No big enemies. Spider-Man, ground level, kicking goons. He's not going into space. He's not got robot things. He's also set in the 60s.
You want bootleg Spider-Man?
Bootleg Spider-Man, yeah.
Do you know of Madam Web?
I'm not too familiar with Madam Web, actually, now.
She was in the animated show, right? Is that where she's originally from?
I'm trying to rack my brain.
She's probably from the comic, but I remember her from the animated show.
I can't remember.
But isn't she like space-timey, travel-y woman within the Spider-Verse?
Well, they're doing a lot of that sort of stuff at the minute, aren't they?
They don't.
Space-timey travelling.
She's just really, really good at making webs.
That's the superpower.
She just weaves webs for Spider-Man.
She's actually just a crochet person.
Nice.
Then she throws a big crochet net on him. That's how you capture Spider-Man. Big crocheted net.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't know about that.
Well, Kevin Feige's come out and said that Spider-Man 4's in development.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's nice. Just to like calm everyone down and make sure there's other Spider-Man films coming out and stuff. So obviously this one is trilogy done. And normally in MCU there's only 3 films and they're solo films. Also, Kevin Feige came out and said Daredevil's going to be in the MCU. Apparently, he's going to be in She-Hulk, and he might don his original yellow costume. What do you think about that? Odd.
Didn't know he had a yellow costume, to be honest. I've only ever seen him as the Red Boy.
It's just kind of the same, but yellow and red.
Yeah.
I think it's all yellow, and then the 2 Ds are just red. And I think his horns are red as well.
Just probably trying to make it look different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Separate it from the Deadpool look.
Yeah, maybe. There's a lot of red people in the MCU, actually. So.
There is a few.
Doctor Strange. The reshoots apparently were to introduce loads of other MCU characters that are going to be in the MCU from now on, and loads of cameos.
Why did they not do these originally?
Fuck knows, mate.
All right, then.
Well, it's had a slippery start, hasn't it? Because they got rid of director,
Scott
brought Sam Raimi in, did reshoots and all that stuff. So Sam Raimi might have been the one to be like, no, what would be cool, mate, if you got all these past Marvel characters in your fucking film, you dickhead.
Maybe.
Also Bruce Campbell. Yeah,
Bruce Campbell, yeah. If he's not got a cameo in it, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be very upset. If he doesn't say groovy or something, or
I don't think Ash is gonna be in it.
Ash
would just be stupid.
It won't be stupid. Ash has been in comics.
Marvel comics.
I'm gonna claim they were a Marvel imprint. Let's claim that, yeah.
There was a Thor poster that came out, leaked. Just a movie.
Oh, the Hammer Man, not the number 4.
No, the Hammer
right,
Man.
Yeah.
Where it had like female Thor and then the 2 goats pulling the chariot, then all the other stuff, and everyone was like, that's fake. When Marvel's come out recently and said, nah, it's real, mate. Someone just leaked it, like a cinema person.
Yeah.
So obviously they get the posters before. I mean, it's coming out. I don't know why it got posted now, because it's coming out in like fucking, I don't know, 6 months. Anyway, I just didn't know if you saw the poster out there.
No.
Cool. Last bit of Marvel news. Shang-Chi director has said he wants Jackie Chan for the sequel.
Yes.
You think, fuck off. You'd fucking come in your pants if you were in trailer.
He's too problematic to be in American films now.
Why?
Just the whole Hong Kong stuff. I know, I'd love it. But
Politically,
yeah,
he'd open his mouth. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. But I guess it didn't stop him with the Mulan lady.
Yeah.
And I'd want him to have a beefy role. I wouldn't want it to be just a little bit part.
I think if we were going to cast someone like Jackie Chan, he would have.
You'd have to, right?
Yeah.
Because he's way better known than Tony Leung was, who played Shang-Chi's daddy.
And the old guy.
Yoma.
Yeah.
I would like to see Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh on screen together again, though.
Yeah.
That'd be hot.
That'd be cute, wouldn't it?
Give me Police Story 3 vibes.
What if you just play Fing Fang Foom? Be a giant Jackie Chan head.
Now, if he plays Asian Orc, right, from Armor of God, who hunts mythical, like, artifacts and stuff, and he's just in this universe now for some reason.
What if he plays, like, some Shang-Chi character that I don't know, because I don't know Shang-Chi, and then he said, some people used to call me Asian Orc.
I'd cream.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah. God, Armor of God's great. I'm going to watch it later, decided.
Yeah.
Because
You mentioned Shang-Chi and their TV shows. Did you not like it?
What?
You didn't mention Shang-Chi in your TV shows for 2021.
It's a film.
Oh, it's a film. That's why. Yeah. Good point. Cut
that. Confusing the shit out of me then. I'm like, what?
Oh, I didn't like that. See, don't do that.
Proper confused me then. Kept us on his
I've not
toes.
seen it if you hadn't guessed.
I thought it was on about the Shang-Chi TV.
Because there is, they are doing one, aren't they? Yeah.
I didn't
Cut that out.
No, that stays in. That's the podcast now, just that. What are your thoughts on Jackie Chan possibly being in... Have you seen Shang-Chi, Seaton?
No, I've never seen the film Shang-Chi. I've heard it's pretty good.
It is good.
But
That's
I've come
coming
around to it. Obviously, it's your sort of vibe, innit?
Yeah, R.I.P. Brad Allen.
I don't think you're going to get Jackie Chan in it, though, mate.
No, I agree.
I think he might, you know.
I don't get his hopes up.
He commands too much money these days as well, though.
Yeah, but Michelle Yeoh might be like Jackie.
Yeah, they're like good friends.
Come on, man.
Oh, but what if they've got Maggie Cheung out of
Why
retirement?
Sammo Hung was in it?
Maggie Cheung's not made a film since 2004, right? Get her out of retirement, and then I'm sold. She plays May, obviously, in Police Story.
They get the karate men and
they get the dragons.
Yeah,
they get them in.
Yeah.
Oh man,
imagine
that'd be hot. No, because they've not made a film together since 88.
Maybe there's like Masters of Kung Fu in the Marvel universe. I don't know. Maybe I don't know anything about Shang-Chi, so I don't know the characters.
I'd be there for that.
I'm hoping.
I'd be there for that if they get all three of them together.
Yeah,
and then Yuan Wah back as a villain. With his cigar and a little moustache.
Yeah. Oh, Seaton didn't have a clue what we're on about.
Not a Scooby.
If they let Sammo be the fight coordinator as well, and then they just let him go full Hong Kong with the stunts.
We're saying this like they like Hollywood films when they really don't.
No, they don't. But if they just let it be a Hong Kong action film instead of an American Marvel one. And then we get better action. The action was good in Shang-Chi, don't get me wrong, but better is what I'm saying. Better.
Anyway.
Not Bruce Lee, though. He's dead.
No, dead. Matt Reeves has said that his Bruce Wayne is inspired by Kurt Cobain.
That rhymed. I didn't like that.
No.
So
I saw this news this morning and I was like...
What you're telling me is...
He's going to blow his brains out.
No, he's a dirty fucking nonce, isn't he? That's what he is. Having pictures of babies on his album cover with a little tallywhacker out.
I just think it means that he's depressed.
Do you reckon Courtney Love's going to kill him?
Right.
Courtney Love's the main villain of the film.
Yeah. Yeah, but I saw this news this morning and I'm like, oh, don't put out stuff that's going to make me not want to see it.
I know, great, looks good. And then that's upset me, that has. I don't like that information.
Because they posted 2 new stills of Batman and well, one of Batman, one of Bruce Wayne.
Right.
And he had like a checkered shirt on and a top, and he was like looking sad with his hair down a bit. I was like, you fucking cunt.
Right. Okay.
Maybe it's the joke. And he's like, look, he looks like Kurt Cobain.
Maybe.
But probably not. Matt Vaught, is that his name? Vaught, the Kingsman man?
Vaughn. Vaughn is a well-known name.
Is that the singer that did Kick-Ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Vaughn.
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 Vince Vaughn. Imagine that, but Matt instead.
No, I can't. Matt Vaughn. Kick-Ass reboot's coming.
Yeah, apparently
It's
so.
going to be fucking insane in comparison.
If Nicolas Cage ain't in it, then I don't care.
When you say reboot, do you just mean like the same story as the
Reboot!
first film? Or
Reboot.
I don't know.
It will be though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
gonna
with
have-
different actors?
It's gonna have
Does it need a reboot?
another 10-year-old saying cunt.
Yeah, probably.
It's not that old, is it? It doesn't need a reboot.
2010-ish, I think, the first one.
Yeah.
It's because he probably didn't get greenlit for like Kick-Ass.
I think
3,
it's because
so-
he's getting the rights back.
Oh,
I believe that's what the issue is. Because whoever made it, I can't remember who made the first one and the second one, not the third one. Won't have the rights again in like 2 years.
right.
I believe that's the thing.
Fair enough. Ted Lasso season 3 beginning filming on Valentine's Day. Very nice. Excitable news.
Possible last season.
I don't think it will be now.
I hope it is. I don't want it to keep going and it just gets shit.
If
Ideally, it would have ended in season 1. Season 2's not as good.
season 2's still good though.
Yeah, but it's not as good.
You just don't like that guy became a nasty man. When I thought it was like a perfect arc to his character.
I didn't, but that's me.
Oh, what? Nate.
Yeah.
He's a bit overly nasty sometimes, and it's like, does he really flip back and forth that much? I don't know. I think the season 3 will still be good though.
Yeah.
Of course it will.
They'd put out a Christmas episode short on the internet.
Yeah. Stop motion.
Yeah. Ted loses his moustache and it's about him trying to find it.
Nice.
I'm upset that Nate's in it. It makes no sense,
Right.
story-wise, in this short about a man trying to find his moustache. But still. It's cute, though. I'd recommend watching it if you've got a spare 5 minutes at any point.
Depressing news next.
Who's dead?
Not dead yet.
No, we're not dead yet.
The Parasite actress. What's her name? Mr. Pineapple.
I'm not a parent.
You sent it to me. 1 minute. Park so damn.
So Dan. So Dan.
Damn.
Damn. Oh.
Park so damn.
Park so damn.
She's been diagnosed with cancer.
What kind of cancer?
Don't know because you didn't fucking tell me.
I didn't read the article.
Prick.
You said to me, Mr. Pineapple, you've been awake for 13 or so hours. Just send me the news and go and have a nap so you can do this. I sent you the news. And then I had an hour's sleep, and now I'm here.
No, it's sad, isn't it?
But me only having an hour's sleep,
No.
yeah, it's upsetting.
Cancer woman.
No, but yeah, it's not nice, is it? Cancer's evil.
Yeah.
Takes too many people.
What do you think of cancer, Seaton?
Where
I'm
does it
not a
rank
fan.
in your...
I'm not a fan of cancer.
If you had to do a top 5 diseases, where would it
Yeah.
go?
What are we talking top 5? Like my favourites or top 5 as in I'm ranking them in there. They're the best
Ability to
disease.
kill.
They
No,
kill the most people.
your favourites.
Oh, well, it's bottom 5.
I asked for the top 5, though.
Well, I'm just going to tell you that cancer's bottom 5 and keep the rest a secret.
Nice.
Dead people.
You're going to have to tell me the names, mate, because I do not remember.
Anne Rice.
Anne Rice, author, aged 80, writer of Interview with a Vampire, which
Ooh.
stars Brad Pitt and Tom
And-
Cruise and
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas and Kirsten Dunst
She have a
and
tit
Christian
in.
Slater. Does she get a tits out?
Well, I did say, does she have her tits in it? But I don't.
I think she's like 13 in the film, mate.
Oh, does she have her tits in it?
Well, this is problematic, isn't it? No, she wrote a lot of like gothic novels, erotic novels,
Oh.
Christian literature. She did
Yeah.
Queen of the Damned.
Queen of Damned.
Yeah, which starred that woman who died,
Mm.
Idalia, or however it's pronounced.
I believe everything you say.
Yep, I would. She sold over 100 million copies of her books, making her one of the best-selling authors of modern times. Not bad for a woman, that. You know.
How did she die?
She was married to poet and painter Stan Rice for 41 years
So
until
she
he died from brain cancer, age
Oh.
60. She had 2 children, Michelle, who died of leukemia at age 5, and Christopher, who is also an author and hasn't died from cancer yet.
Yet. TM.
Let's see.
Age 5.
Mm,
That's fucked.
That's mad, isn't it? She nearly died from an intestinal blockage or bowel obstruction, a common complication of gastric bypass surgery in 2004.
Shit.
That's not what killed her, though.
I'm right good at taking shit.
I've been doing some proper bad ones recently.
Yeah.
I think I've got something seriously wrong with me. Yeah.
Bad out.
Just really dark. I think I've got some internal bleeding.
Oh,
Just not ideal. What am I doing?
seeing how she died.
I've seen how she died, yeah. Complications of a stroke. According to her son, they plan on putting her in a cemetery. Who's dead? Who's dead?
Mency.
Mency. Mency was a singer
Mm.
in the English punk rock band. Where's the name of the band gone? Angelic Upstarts. They were, you know punk rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I faded out of existence for a second.
But no, he's dead.
Nice.
From COVID-19, age 65.
COVID
COVID
death.
death. Boo, 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 boo.
Infected pineapple.
Let's.
What we doing there? We're terrible people.
I think you'll find, if it weren't for us, these people would be getting no recognition.
Do you want the next name?
I'm just looking to see if there's out said about him, because he doesn't have his own Wikipedia page for me to scour, you see. He had children, and now they are alone.
Orphans.
Yeah, next one.
Eve Babbitts.
Eve Babbitts.
Eve Babbitts.
78, Eve Babbitts, I know that. Also an American author.
Yeah, what for?
She liked it. I don't know.
What did she write?
She was sort of like a memoirist, but not like actual memoirs. She just wrote like snapshots of life at the time. Like she was big into the counterculture scene in the 60s and stuff. So she like hung out with all the fucking everyone.
Yeah.
She was once in a relationship with Jim Morrison from The Doors. She'd been in a relationship with Steve Martin, to name but a few.
Steve Martin.
Yeah, the man. She was also a photographer. She did a lot of, an artist. She did a lot of famous album covers for bands at that time. You know, The Byrds, Buffalo Springfield. You know, that sort of
Yeah.
hippie bollocks, with the long hair and that. Oh, no, that's not good to war. All that shtick, you know what I mean? But no, she was essentially like, she played herself off as a groupie so she could get this sort of intimate access to this culture and these people to get these views and stuff. And she was quite art. And there's that one picture of her where she's playing chess and her tits are out when she was 20. But yeah, I should look how she died. I'm just thinking about her tits now.
I thought you were going to say you should look at her tits.
No, you should. Age 78, Huntington's disease.
What's that?
It's some kind of degenerative disease. Sounds like it's not nice.
Seaton's looking at his dead person's tits. Fucking necro.
True.
You've Babbitts.
They're pretty big.
Let's have a look at them.
Black and white.
Celebrate a life by looking at tits. Nice.
Quite the handful.
She's dead now, though.
So you can't get in that hole.
Well,
And then
can't and shouldn't are different things.
the last death of the year,
Ever. The last death ever.
Ross Bacon.
Bacon?
Bacon.
Baconn.
Hmm.
Actor. He was in Halloween Kills, the Halloween film. Are you familiar with that?
Mm.
We don't have a wiki page, so I'm just gonna find his obituary from CharlestonCityPaper.com.
You sure this is the actor and not just some random man?
Might not be. Apparently, he passed away in May. So why am I just reporting about it now, you might ask? I don't know. Leukemia killed him, let claim.
Another one in
From
the
eating
cancer
too
section.
much bacon. The pigs revolted, and they took him down. Down! Carry on.
Avril Lavigne's Skater Boy has been adapted into a film.
I mean, whenever I hear the song, I play it like a visual novel in my head.
Yeah,
So it's the next logical step.
I think.
I hope she's cast as the female of the piece.
Who's going to be the boy?
Who's the skater boy?
Elliot Page.
Ross Bacon. You think he's dead?
Well, it might be. We don't really know, do we?
Jamie Bell would be good in it, I think. Jamie Bell and Avril Lavigne.
As the skateboard.
No, he's the skater boy.
Who's the skateboard?
The skateboard.
Josh Gad.
Vin Diesel.
Who's a warden actor?
Oof,
You.
nice.
I've seen you act for about 5 seconds in that one short film that you've shared with us. Turn that straight off.
June's director, Dennis, whatever his name is.
Who's June?
June. Doom.
Danny Villeneuve. Villeneuve.
It's weird, isn't it? Well,
He's adapting a novel by the guy that did Space Odyssey.
2001. Arthur C. Clarke.
Mm.
This one's about big spaceships that appear and stuff, and humans exploring and that. It fits with what he makes, you know, science fiction nonsense. Yeah.
And then the last bit of news to round out the year. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
Ben Schwartz has been added to the cast of Renfield. Dark Universe, boys, it's coming back. It's coming back.
The fuck's Renfield?
Nicolas Cage's latest film.
He's playing Dracula.
He's playing Dracula.
Really? Oh my god. He loves a vampire, doesn't he?
You what? Sorry, mate.
He loves playing a vampire, doesn't he?
He does.
I'm a vampire.
Who's he playing in this? Then Ben Schwartz.
Don't know, you sent that one, mate. So
Did I? Are you sure?
let me just have a look.
I need sleep.
You guys talk for a bit.
My parents doing?
All right.
You going to them for Christmas?
Live there.
I know, but you're going there.
I'm going to stay here, yeah.
Nice, nice.
What about you? How are your parents?
I don't see me dad.
How's
Thanks
your
for
mum?
asking.
How's your mum?
She's all right. She's all right.
I enjoyed that. No one.
He's playing no one. Excellent.
Same with Aquafina.
Glad we got that information sorted out.
Plot: Dracula's henchman and inmate at the lunatic asylum.
That is a very great description of that film.
I life.
It's not fun sometimes.
Big pineapple time.
Pineapple.
Quick.
Oh. 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 Oh.
How long did it go on for?
It's finished.
Well, it's not.
It's finished.
It's not finished.
If you block it out.
Big pineapple.
Why does that children's toy have rave music on?
That's what the car phone does if you press it twice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Got all three of your lists locked in then.
My films changed this morning.
Did they?
Yeah, so
My music changed this morning. I'm not happy with my music list.
No, I'm not happy with mine either.
I am.
Because
I think music list
what
is
I
the
planned
only
on
one that I've
doing-
got proper.
was sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Like a normal person,
Yeah.
and then doing it this morning.
Yeah.
But instead, what I did is I didn't sleep
Yeah.
and then did it this morning.
Nice.
So,
Which one do you want to start with, then, boys?
shall we start? Well, I believe you two struggled with games most, right, in terms of content for it.
Yeah.
So we should
Yes.
get that one. Get
Just
that one out of the way.
Just that way. Yeah. Who's going first? Obviously, our guest.
No, I don't want to go first.
We'll go TP.
Yeah.
Tony the Pony.
Yeah.
Little Ginger Boy.
Hmm.
Monsieur Pipi.
Okay. So you want to know my third favourite game of the year?
Are you going to let the people at home know what we're doing?
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Have you?
This is staying in.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's nice.
We talked about it at the start of the fucking episode. God, I hate you. Right, games list. Apparently, I've only played 5 games this year, so that's.
You may as well just mention all of them. To be fair, this year I've only played a couple more than that.
So coming in at number 3 is a game I've played about however long the stream was. It's Samurai Warriors 5, mate.
Oh, I watched that stream.
We played about 5 stages of that game, I think.
You were really pumped to play more as well, from what I
Yeah.
remember, and then
Liam just
never wants to. Yeah.
No, and I can't stream that, Liam. What's the point?
I mean, he's the one who gets the milfs in with them knees.
Yeah.
You know.
No, but this is just nostalgia in a game for me. I used to play a lot of Dynasty Warriors back in the day and Samurai Warriors. And it just feels like...
I've never heard of the Samurai ones until this year in that stream.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's weird, right? It's
Me
weird.
neither. I was a Dynasty Warriors boy as well.
Yeah. It feels like proper old school, this one. Because the new ones, started introducing way more stuff. And just,
Right. You just want to go around, let's face it,
Yeah.
beating the shit out of just little goons and that, don't
Yeah.
you?
And the new ones started introducing other game characters like Ninja Gaiden
Right. Okay.
stuff like that, and I weren't there for that. So this one, it strips it back, it changes the art style. There was a game that came out only in Japan called Sengoku Basara, based on the anime,
Right.
which is it's just the same as Samurai Warriors, but more heightened and cartoony looking. They took the art style from that, put it into this one. Everyone's got a redesign. It's pretty cool. I like it. I want to play more of it. It's good shit.
Did you watch Cowboy Bebop?
I've not watched it all.
Right. I just wanted to mention that. Cancelled after like 4 days. Sorry. Carry on. You mentioned anime and my brain finally twigged. Oh, that came out, didn't it? And everyone hated it.
Yeah. Not me though. We were right.
I've got the Blu-ray of the anime. I've got it in the same.
Yeah, but that's all I can really say 'cause I've not played all of it. I've only played
From
the
what
first
I
few
saw
levels.
of the stream,
Mm.
looked fun.
Yeah.
You had powers and shit. You both seem to be having a good time.
Yeah.
Not a good enough time for him to want to play any more of it.
Apparently not. No.
You should play some more though, bro. Who bought is it actually yours or is it yours and
It's
Liam's?
mine.
God. He gets a bit of fame with his knees and then it just goes to his head, doesn't it?
I started fucking taking over podcast,
You know what I
taking
mean?
over Discord, taking over Twitch. He's a cunt. We really need to
Put him down.
yeah, or just chop his legs off.
I'll have his knees on my knees.
Cut his knees in half so we're just ruined.
No, we still want to use them though. We'll just put them on sticks.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want the knees, you just don't want him to have the power of the knees.
true. Can we wear them like knee pads?
I literally just said that.
Did you? That's my third game of the year.
Okay then, Seaton, sir.
Well,
You got for us.
similar to Tony the Pony, I think I played 4 new games this year, and that's it.
Gonna have a really big honourable mention list, isn't he?
I'll just mention my honourable mention now because the decision for first and second, those 2 are locked in.
Right.
There's no doubt about those. But the third and fourth I've played about 2 or 3 hours of either of them. It's a bit of a lottery, bit of a guess. So I'm gonna go with The Ascent just because it's not as popular as Halo.
Okay.
You've probably never heard of it.
Nah.
No.
It sounds vaguely familiar, but I've not. I don't know
So-
it proper.
I won't go on too long about it because it's not too popular. It's not too well known of a game. Basically, it's like a top-down shooter sort of thing, similar to what's what's that zombie one called? I forgot the name, so I can't even reference that one.
I know which one.
It's- Yeah, it's set in like a cyberpunk future sort of time, and
Right.
just going around sorting shit out, doing some missions. It's got a good co-op campaign capability in there as well. So I played a bit with some bald bitch I know, and to be fair, I did really enjoy the 2 or 3 hours we played. It's just similar to the one that TP said, where just never gone back and played it again because you want to carry on the co-op stuff, play it together, and then never end up playing the same game again at the same time. I'll probably get around to it at some point, but only got the 2 or 3 hours in the bank at the minute. But from what I did play, I had enjoyed it, and it therefore gets number 3.
Nice.
Not too expensive either, not like a full price game. I think it was like 20, 25 quid. So not like you're shelling out 50 quid and not playing it.
Yeah.
And your other choice was Halo.
Well, yeah, I played a couple of hours of the Halo multiplayer, and that's like the only other game that I've played.
Going to be good
this
though.
year.
The new
Yeah,
Halo.
I've heard it's good.
The actual gameplay was pretty fun, but leveling up and getting stuff just takes
Tough
the piss. Yeah.
Because it's got season pass things and stuff now.
Oh,
On it,
right.
So
Yeah, all that stuff. All that fun stuff. What about you, Mr. P?
my number 3 is also a co-op type, and It Takes Two.
One game of the year.
It did win Game of the Year at the Game Awards, which, let's face it, isn't really an award show. It's just a big advert. This game is it is well deserved, getting that award. It's really fucking good. It's inventive. It's incredibly fun.
Sorry, carry on.
I do hate the 2 lead characters. I think they are just not nice people, and I think that's meant to be the case. They're getting divorced or whatever. They've essentially pushed their child away and made her believe that she's the issue, essentially.
Right.
Also features possibly the most harrowing scene in a game ever, where you just straight up kill an elephant. It's a plushy toy elephant. Because you get shrunk down to little, I don't know if you know the thing, you get shrunk down to little people and stuff. It's so brutal. They rip her ear off and then one of her arms and stuff, and they're like, yep, we're going to push you off this desk. Yep, bye-bye. Sorry, in a bit. It's brutal, but I love the way that inside this one game, it encapsulates many different types of genres. You've seen some of the streams. Me and Richard Grenadick streamed this on Twitch, and there's various different game types and modes that are thrown in there. I like all the interactivity in each different biome. There's little things you can jump on and stuff happen. There's lots of mini games. I really like playing shuffleboard on the ice level. That was possibly my favourite thing in the game, just whooping ass on that. But no, I really, really liked it. The music's banging. It's just a great co-op game. I'd highly recommend it. Only one person needs to own the game as well, because the PlayLink, you could just play it via theirs.
Really?
Yeah, that's how we did it. So yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. Even cross-gen as well. I just had to download the little PlayLink app thing. It's pretty hard.
That's really surprising.
Yeah,
Because I never do that,
yeah,
but we normally do it with really cheap
yeah.
games.
But no, it's cute but it's heartwarming, and she looks like a little goblin child, and she's got a pineapple on her jeans.
Nice.
Well, why is it not number 1?
But she looks like a little goblin. Not just hear what I said.
Yeah, but pineapple.
Yeah, but it's only small pineapple. If it were bigger, she'd be up the ranks. That's my number 3.
Nice. Number 2, I hate to do this, but it's glorified DLC. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut is in number 2. You go to a different island. It's obviously not as big as the main game, but really, really fun. Like I said on our review of it, I enjoyed the story of it more than the main story. I thought the villain was a lot better. And we got to explore Jin a lot more, the main character. They fleshed him out a lot more.
Yeah.
And his backstory with his father and stuff like that. And yeah, it still had all the cool like side missions and meeting new people and
Yeah.
the different kind of landscapes you go and explore and stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, I just had really a fun time playing this game. Yeah, it's weird 'cause we've already talked about it. I feel like we talked Ghost of Tsushima to death.
Yeah.
Right now.
I only managed to play about 4 hours of it. I did complete the actual main storyline part of the thing, but I didn't get a chance to fully explore the island and do it. I will do eventually, but whenever I played it, the PlayStation did sound pained,
Yeah.
like it wanted to be put down. So I'm gonna wait until I get a PS5, because I'd like to actually hear the game. You know.
See, we had a mini debate whether this was
we did
actually allowed as a contender. I'm glad we came to the agreement that it was, because I'd have like a really just shouldn't be in anyone's top 3 games of the year game. In my top 3, if not.
I know what game that'd be. Yeah.
So yeah, number 2, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut.
I think it does count.
Yeah. What do you think, Ian? Because you didn't really ask.
Yeah, I'd say that's got to count.
Yeah.
I've still not played the original game. It's been on my to-do list for a while.
It's hot shit.
It is.
I feel like a lot of similar type of games came out all at the same time. Like a year or two, there was quite a few samurai sort of games, weren't there? So I didn't get around to that one.
There's still pumping as well.
Yeah, that's major at the minute. The samurai hype.
So I think I'll probably get around to that in the new year. My number 2 is the new Monster Hunter game.
Nice.
That's something that I played quite a lot of when it first came out. The first month or so after it came out, I'm still playing it pretty frequently on the Nintendo Switch. I think it's the second Monster Hunter game I've ever owned. The first one I bought was Monster Hunter Worlds on the PS4. And going into that and having never played a Monster Hunter game, there was like a big adjustment, getting used to just how the game works, and because the controls are quite a bit different to any other game that you play. But I really enjoyed that, so went in and got this one as well, and it's very much more of the same. Similar to what you just said about it being like a glorified DLC. This doesn't feel like that. It just feels like there's enough new content to be a new game, but at the same time, it is very much more of what you've done before. You get new monsters and stuff, but the gameplay mechanics are all pretty similar. Did a bit of co-op on that as well, which I think always makes any game more fun. I do enjoy single player games when they're quite like the single player story driven sort of thing. Like if you're playing a God of War, that's something enjoyable. But any sort of multiplayer, I don't really like playing on my own. I would never like just play up and queue up and play a multiplayer game on my own. Really, I'd rather do a bit of co-op with a friend. And there was I think 3 or 4 people that would sometimes play with that and go on all different sorts of monsters. It's one of those games as well where they bring out new content quite a lot after the game actually released for free. They'll give you new monsters and new weapons and stuff to do. So I've not played that for 3 or 4 months now, so I can go back and over Christmas play a bit more, and there'll be a load of new stuff to do, which I really like when games do that, rather than it just be give me another 20 quid for this DLC that's not actually that good. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one, and I will probably get the next Monster Hunter game whenever that comes out as well, because
nice.
They're good fun.
It's Monster Hunter Rise, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you get to ride things?
Yeah, there's a mountain mechanic that you can ride some of the monsters around and start scrapping other monsters at the same time with that one. It's good.
Got time for that. Cool. What about you?
A bit of a wild card for my number 2.
Oh,
in that
no.
it was released last year, but it was a timed exclusive for the Stadia.
Right.
So let's face it, that don't count as a real release.
No.
And we didn't get it on actual real consoles and PC or whatever until the summer of this year. So
What is it?
Orcs Must Die 3. It's like a tower defense-y, wave-based, action-y type thing because you're actually in the thick of it. I've never played 1 and 2. If I'm being honest, I'd never heard of these games until GD said, I think you'd like Orcs Must Die, Mr. Pineapple. And I was like, shut up, you old bastard. Bite me then.
Are all sorry, but are all your games GD's games
No.
on your list? I mean,
No.
yeah.
No. One of them I bought myself.
Right,
One of them I
okay.
pre-ordered.
Okay.
And I bought the big boy bundle.
Yeah, all right. Don't give it away then.
But no, I like tower defense things anyway. I like this. There's various different enemy types and stuff, and you get different traps, and there's different weapons you can use, like crossbow, or if you want a sword to be like more in the thick of it or whatever. What I like mostly is the just puzzly, having to try and figure out. Right, they keep getting to me rift, and I'm dying. How the fuck do I deal with these bastards? That's what I like doing while listening to music or podcasts or audiobooks and just killing trolls and orcs and flying cunts. They're a pain in the arse.
Flying cunts?
Yeah, the flying bastards are a fucking
flying cunts
pain.
are always pain in the
Proper
arse.
pain in the arse. Because there's always limited wall space to try and kill them. It's like, what? I can't be dealing with them all the time because I've got these orcs fucking running at me rift. What am I going to do? You know what I mean? I was playing it this morning. I got stressed.
What's better, that or Balloon Tower Defense?
Oh, see, I played a lot of Balloons Tower Defense 5 in my time.
Know what I mean?
But yeah, anyway, it's got I like the story mode on it, which is good. But and
it's an actual story.
Yeah, and the DLCs are really good as well. But my main thing is endless mode. Just seeing how far I can get on one map.
That's cool.
And then the money starts getting less and less, so you have to just be like, I hope my traps are alright. You know what I mean? And don't like them cunts who blow up my barricades when I'm trying to fucking get everyone in one direction. Not the band. Proper pain in my arse.
Yeah.
So you have to put your fire traps down so you blow them cunts up first. But you're like, I'm only focusing on that one bit when I could be focusing on this bit where they're all funneling.
Funnel.
God damn it. And you can upgrade all your stuff. I just really like it. I pumped a lot of hours into it. It proper chills me out even though I sound stressed. Yeah.
I've never played that one, but I played a bit of number 2, I think, and yeah, it's a fun game.
Really like
you said, it's one of those where you can be doing something else as well, like listening to music or something, and just do both at the same time. I like games like that where you don't necessarily have to invest 100% of your attention.
Because the stories, there is a story mode, but it plays out in like dialogue almost and cutscene. It's not like actually in the game itself. But I really enjoy playing it. I really like it.
Nice.
Cheers, GD. Give him a thumbs up.
There we go. Honourable mentions then. You want to hear mine?
Yep.
FIFA 22.
Nice.
Yep.
Is that it?
I've got to give Resident Evil Village an honourable mention.
Oh yeah, that came out this year, didn't it? Yeah.
Because the way the gameplay is really good. To actually play the game and ignore all the shit fucking story and all that fucking horribleness.
Yeah.
Really fun game to play.
Right.
It feels like we've mastered the action and stuff in it. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about Resident Evil Village.
Did you like? I think you really liked it up until the end.
It's on reflection that I really realised how much of a shit game it is.
Right. Okay.
Story-wise.
Okay.
Not like the big woman.
Just everything. Just in comparison to where they had a fresh start in Resident Evil 7. When going into Resident Evil 8 and you're like, oh, here it is again. Where Resident Evil went off the rails. Great. Carry on.
Well, we've had Seaton with Halo.
Yep.
Mine, obviously, FIFA 22. Played a lot of that.
Good.
Not necessarily a great game.
But it's probably the game I played most of.
I would agree. Because I hate myself.
Same.
Back for Blood. I've had a really fun time playing that. It's a wonderful co-op-y zombie shooter. There's issues with it. Those big bastards always appear too often, and that they're annoying.
Is that an issue?
Yeah.
It's an issue for you.
No, for all of us. Even Sexy Knees and GD and Mystic, they're all like, can they stop? Please. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. I really like the 4 hours I played of that. Played a tiny little bit of the new Jurassic World Evolution game. And by tiny, I mean minuscule. Maybe like an hour. But GD bought that. All right. I played a bit of Deathloop.
Yeah.
That was fun.
How much did you play Deathloop?
I'd say a good 40 minutes.
Nice.
But I watched GD play some. It looked fun. I like the aesthetics more than anything. It had a proper grindhouse exploitation 70s vibe,
Nice.
and I was there for that. Riders Republic,
Oh yeah.
Ubisoft's latest open world extreme sports title. I liked snowboarding and I liked being on the bikes. I didn't like being in Sky. I didn't like them. No. But I prefer it to Steep because it had a bit more character. And I got a big giraffe head. Yeah. Golf Club Wasteland.
Shitting himself.
Yeah, you're alright.
No, my back's killing. I was trying not to say anything and interrupt you.
Golf Club Wasteland. We watched the trailer on one of the pods. It's that sort of the world's dead, everyone lives off planet, and they've turned the Earth into a giant golf course. It's got a great soundtrack. It's more platformy than I anticipated, and it is really fucking tough. But I really enjoyed it, and I went way over par, like hundreds of shots over. It's fucking stressful. God. Well, it only cost like £8.
Nice.
Yeah. And my final honourable mention, because Ollie Ollie World's not getting released this year now, it's been pushed back to February.
That's
Bastards. Is Ember. Don't know if you played Ember.
no.
It's very human fall flatty.
Oh right. Okay.
You're in this. It's like set in the future, and in this universe, fire services have been privatized. So you have to be like the quickest one to get there to like help put out fires and get the people out of the house, or you have to get a certain amount of like valuables out. But you don't necessarily have to do that. You can like steal stuff, just put them in the back of your truck and that. But you don't want them to see you because they'll give you a bad score.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And you can buy upgrades, like you can buy grappling hooks to like, because the levels, some levels are really like high towers, others are like just big house or whatever. It's and you can buy things for your truck, like unlimited water supply or like water grenades and that kind of stuff. Which Grandad Dick bought all that stuff, and I was just like, because I played as the old woman, I was like, cowboy outfit, which had no like stat buffs or anything, but I was rooting, tooting, shooting me in water, pow pow pow, saved people.
Nice.
And there's certain levels where you have to destroy buildings, so you just have to go in and like fuck shit up, and it's really really good. Really, really fun, hectic. I'd highly recommend it, especially if you really like old cowboy grannies instead of helping the team.
Nice.
There were periods of time when I just let Grandad Dick do everything on it, and I'd just run around having a laugh.
Sounds fun.
He got proper stressed with it, like genuinely like shouted at me.
I remember when he shouted at me for beating him on FIFA.
I remember that as well. I made him and Grandad Dick play FIFA because I knew it'd end badly.
What, together or against each other?
Against each other.
I would assume you won.
Yeah.
What's the score?
I can't remember now.
It was like 8-1, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Mario Party Superstars, just thought I'd throw it in there because it's Mario Party.
Is that the one that we played on the stream? We played a Mario game, didn't we? Which one was that?
Did we?
On the 24-hour?
Oh no, that was just what's that? No, that was the last Mario Party.
Right, okay.
Mario Party Superstars does what like Mario Kart does now. Introduces all the old stages and stuff like that.
Okay.
Smash, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
What next? Films or albums?
I think you'll find it's number ones.
Oh, fuck. Well, my number one game of all time.
Must be really good because it's very forgettable.
No, this year is Guardians of the Galaxy. Banging game. Action adventure, just fun, story-driven, linear, fucking cool stuff. Now, I haven't played a cool, just level-based, chapter-based action adventure, story-driven game in a while. And this just hits everything on the head, from like the characters to the setting to the soundtrack. Oh, it's just really fun stuff. Like every level's different. all the different landscapes and exploring the worlds that you've already seen, like in the MCU, but different, obviously, because it's not tied to the MCU. There's actually comic stuff in there. Yeah, it's just really fun. It won Best Summer at the Game Awards.
Narrative.
Was it narrative? Yeah, nice. But yeah, it plays like, because it's by Square Enix, it plays like the Final Fantasy VII Remake, where you control one character in the party and then you command the others to do other stuff in real time rather than turn-based. I've got a hair in my mouth. Yeah, but yeah.
Rock and roll.
But yeah, really good stuff. And it's nice to see different interpretations of the characters that you haven't seen because of the MCU.
Avengers.
Yeah. And obviously it's just a massive step up from the Avengers game. That was by the same people.
I was about to say, is it by the same people?
Yeah.
But I really want to play this game though. It looks really good.
It is. It's really good. Really fun. Number one, what's yours seeing?
Mine is, I think it's pretty predictable. I thought you'd have guessed what it was. It's Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, nice.
I've always been a big fan of this franchise. I think I've had all of the games. Might have missed one or two that came out on like console specific things, but always been a big fan. And nothing's changed here. It's very, very up my street. I always like the games where you've got like RPG elements with like leveling things up, but it's not full RPG where you've just got never ending game. It's like, oh, I can level the gun up 10 times and then it's max. I don't have to spend 50 hours playing this game. The story's really good. The graphics are probably the best I've seen. Well, they've been, up there with the best I've seen, especially for that sort of game anyway. Its story, it was good, not the best I've ever played. It was a bit generic, bit predictable, but it's a game that's aimed for everyone, isn't it? It's a very family friendly sort of thing, so you're not going to get some Shyamalan twist at the end where the main character actually dies or something. It's very, very family friendly, but doesn't mean it's not childish all the time. It's still got little things in there for anyone, but anyone can play it. And I just really, really enjoyed it. I didn't have a PS5 at the time, so I had to borrow my brother's. So I tried to play it as quickly as possible so he could have it back. So I think I finished the whole game in a couple of days, got the platinum trophy, and I've not really played it since. It's something that I probably will go back and revisit, give it another playthrough, give it a bit more of the time it deserves. But I really enjoyed what I did play. Have either of you actually played it?
No, I want to.
I don't have a PS5, sadly.
No.
Thanks for mentioning it.
Rub it in.
Yeah, but I haven't played a Ratchet and Clank game since the very first one.
Really? Did you like that one?
Yeah, I really liked it. I've got the remake reboot 2016 one,
The film
which
one, yeah.
I just haven't got around to playing yet. But
They released a co-op one, like a 4-player co-op one. That I really enjoyed. I forgot what it's called though.
I don't know.
No, I can't remember what it's called either.
Crash Bash.
Oh no, Crash Bash. That should be my number one every year. If it didn't come out in 2021, but it's number one anyway.
I'm currently selling a copy on eBay.
Yeah. See.
I'm assuming it is now.
I already own it, mate.
Do you?
Bought it off eBay about 3-4 years ago.
Is it your number one? Are you all done with Ratchet and Clank?
Oh, I'm all done with that, yes.
I'm fond of the games that I've got at number one, much like Seaton's fond of his Ratchet and Clanks. I played a lot of these games throughout my childhood.
Right.
They're mostly shit.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This one's not.
Yeah, we all know what it is, mate.
What do you mean you all know what it is? Hot Wheels Unleashed, right?
Yeah.
I like arcadey racers.
Mm.
They've been done a disservice in the past 10, 15 years. We haven't had a proper banging one pretty much since Burnout Paradise, way back when.
I thought you were on about Hot Wheels games then. I blanked out for a second. I was like, Burnout Paradise isn't a Hot Wheels game.
All right.
Dumb.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Burnout Paradise.
there's a good game in it, Burnout Paradise. It's the driving mechanics are just stellar. The driving's meaty as fuck. It's the drifting is so satisfying.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. The driving is easy to get to grips with, but it's really tough to master. Like a child could play this game. It's a Hot Wheels game. It's for children, but there's that little tinge of difficulty, there that makes it very, very, very satisfying. And it's very, very, very pretty. And the cars are almost photorealistic. And it's just like I'm looking at the ones I have in my bedroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I liked it when I was like, Freya's got that Hot Wheels toy on the stream that you did, the Triceratops one. Weird. It's weird seeing toys in games and stuff. It freaked me out a bit.
And I just love the little things in it. Like the cars have, if they're in the right light, you can see like thumbprints and fingerprints on the cars and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And they get dinged up, and like if you were using an actual Hot Wheels car, you crash it into a wall, it gets like a paint flake and stuff. They get like that kind of stuff at the end of the race, and it's just fucking amazing. The fucking tracks are all great, if stressful at times. The story mode, is incredibly challenging to get. Like there's like two different goals on it. Like you can get this one and you can progress, but you can get this one and get more. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm aiming for the platinum. I'm slowly chipping away. And it might take me a while because you have to get like 100,000 gears and they take a while to get and stuff. But yeah, there's blind boxes in it, but they are not, they don't seem cheap in the way that you have to get them. Like you just do a few races and you'll be able to get one, and that gets you new cars and stuff. If you get a duplicate, you can like melt it down for either cash or gears, which is good. So it's not just worthless. I like the fact that there's licensed cars in it. There's the DeLorean, there's the DB5, there's a load of Batman shit currently. There's earlier today I went on it and I installed the Barbie van.
Nice.
Because guns to honor. There's just a whole range of cars. I hope they include more vintage ones because they are more modern in this. And obviously I'm old.
You're vintage.
Yeah. But the track builder in it and track editor is insane. Like it's very intuitive, but also you can take a proper deep dive in there and just be like, this is happening. This is what I am doing now. Track building. They've added things in it that didn't need to be in it, like as well. In the thing you go around, like one's a house, one's like a skate park, where all the tracks are set.
Oh, right. Okay.
One's like a college campus. But the house one, you can edit all the stuff that's in the house, like customize everything, like what's on the sofas and
That's
like
cool.
and so when you're driving around on this track, you can be like, hey, I added that Rubik's Cube there that I've just drove past and stuff. And I'm a big fan of that. They've currently added a season pass as well, which I'm not the biggest fan of that kind of live servicey type stuff, but it does add another extra element to it, and I'm there for it. Multiplayer, I only played the multiplayer when it first came out, so there weren't too many people on it because I was playing it when I had the 3-day early access. Managed to get the trophy I needed though for winning a bunch of multiplayer games. Never have to play it again, so it's just I don't care about that. So therefore it's good. I'm a big fan. It's really fucking fun. It's tough but satisfying, and it's a game that I will keep going back to.
I feel like I'd spend way too much time on it. It'd be my new FIFA.
I plumped for the big boy thing just because I wanted to get all the cars and all the DLC, all the seasons.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah, but
how much did it cost you?
70 quid.
Nice.
Yeah. Oof. That's not bad though for like 2 DLC seasons and stuff as well.
And you get the shark track.
I'm surprised you've not got it to say that all the Batman stuff's currently out. It's got Batmobile in it, shit one.
My dad nearly bought it me. Well, bought it Freya until Freya said that she didn't want it.
I was going to say, are you a child?
Because they were like, who are around now looking at on PlayStation Store like, Freya, do you want this for Christmas?
You
And
do
then-
want this for Christmas, don't you, Freya? Yes.
I said, it's Hot Wheels, and she was like, Hot Wheels? And when she looked at it, I played trailer for her, and my dad was like, I'll buy it now if you want. And she went, no. I went, what?
You
You do?
Gotta train her a little bit better, mate,
I
to
know.
get the freebies.
And my dad was like, she said she didn't want it. I went, fucking hell, I want it.
It is really good. It's probably my favourite racing game of like the past 10 years. As I said, I love arcadey races, and there's not been many decent ones out there. But it's a game I will keep playing. Not every day. It's not one I'll go back to every day, but like every now and then I will still keep plugging away at this just to do a few races. It's really fucking fun. Trying out the different cars, you know, because they all have different stats and stuff. You can upgrade the rarities and stuff, and I'm just there. I really like this game. I really, really like it.
Banging on about it, aren't you?
Yeah, it's good.
Right. Films or albums?
Let Seaton decide.
Albums.
Albums.
Albums. Are we going the same order?
Yeah.
All right. My number 3 is Medicine at Midnight by the Foo Fighters.
Oh.
Okay. I like Foo Fighters, you know. I'm going to see them next year. They're very samey, though, you know. We don't really change it up that much. I think the last album that I really liked by them was Wasting Light, which came out like fucking years ago. But no, I think they've changed it up with this one a bit more. It's a bit more chill in comparison, because they started getting more and more kind of heavier, and then they kind of stuck with that for quite a while.
Okay.
And I was just a bit like, everything kind of sounds the same. I'm getting pretty kind of sick of, like, they had a few decent tracks off every album that's come out since, but I don't know, I just feel like it's got a different feel to me, this one.
Right.
And a bit more chill, a bit more different genres chucked in there. You know, a bit more thought gone into it rather than just let's do what we do kind of thing. And I like it when bands do that. You know, my favourite band's Linkin Park, who changes their genre every fucking album that they release because they're dickheads and they don't like fans, apparently. But yeah, and to be honest, my music one's like my game one. I haven't listened to fuck all this year. Yep. So I've only got like one honourable mention. So Foo Fighters is number 3. To actually listen to that, because I thought I'm going to see him. I need to listen to it for now.
I need to write down the actual names of my honourable mentions. Sorry.
Mine are in my notes, but I can't see them because I'm on Skype on my phone. I have to try and remember. I know that the Foo Fighters were in my honourable mentions, though. I agree with what you said, where it's like it was getting a bit same old every album, and this one is a bit different. So I can see where you're coming from with that. Still don't think it would be up there for me as top 3, but they're never going to match Wasting Light. That was their best album, and it will always be their best album.
Wasting Light.
Yeah.
Bang.
My number 3 was Wolf Alice. This one's I don't want to say slow, because slow sounds negative. It's like you said, a bit chilled. But the Foo Fighters one, this one's similar, where it's a bit more relaxed, a bit chilled out. Most of the tracks are anyway. There's a couple that are a bit more high tempo, a bit angrier. Wolf Alice, they're a band that I only really started listening to properly this year anyway, and I like a lot of their other songs on the other, I think this is their 3rd album, so the other 2 albums. And then I saw them live at Leeds Festival, and they were pretty good there as well. So when this one came out, I think I listened to it on the release day, because I was excited to hear what they'd got in store, what new stuff they'd got. I really liked it. It's not something that I would have like in my regular rotation of albums I listen to, but it's a good album, and you know, maybe once or twice a month I might give it a listen, and I would recommend it if you're a fan of their other albums. If you've never listened to them, what are you doing?
I've never listened to them. I know of them though.
They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of genre are they?
Rocky
But you're going to say indie rock. 'Cause
It basically is.
it's...
Typical Matt Seaton band.
What about you then, Mr. P? He has to remember. He has to look at his list. I mean, fucking.
I see. I've gone back and forth on a few for 2 and 3.
Sort of what you mean.
And the one I originally had at number 2 is now not even in the top 3 from this morning.
Since when?
Since this morning.
Nah.
Right.
Nah.
I know, right? I know. But it's Easy Life, Life's a Beach, a debut album from a sort of R&B, hip-hoppy,
Poppy.
experimentally bands. Proper summary. It makes me feel like I just want to be chilling somewhere, drinking a non-alcoholic cocktail, you know. But also super depressing. The things in this album are not fun at times, and it's home a little bit. But at the same time, it's so jazzy and just musical.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'm there for this. I'm there for the journey, the ride. I'm taking it with him. And it's probably the first album I listened to this year that I listened on repeat, probably. And it's just really good. And you're going to be talking about it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So I won't talk too much about it. But it's hot. It's hot stuff. And, you know, it was a great album. So it came out sort of post-lockdown, you know, that period where we could do shit together again. And it's just a great album that encapsulates that sort of time. And I'd highly recommend it. I need to get the cassette still. Probably fucking Christmas get after that. Fucking cunts make me buy stuff for it.
Ah, fucking expensive.
But that's if it's not sold out. You know, but it's
Did you say
really
cassette.
good. What's a cassette?
No, did you just say cassette?
Yeah.
You're buying cassettes?
Yeah.
What year do you think it is?
2021.
Oh, shit.
You got a cassette player?
Yeah, I've got multiple.
No, I didn't realise that was like a thing people were doing again.
Yeah, it's proper popular.
Like the records, but even more awkward.
It take up less space though.
Yeah, but if the quality is good.
You have to mess around. Is that what you done?
Yeah.
My second album of the year, Life's a Beach by Easy Life. You know what I mean? You know, this album, so, you know, it's just jazzy and depressing at the same time.
Shut up.
No, but this was first time listening to this band this year. You showed me their album. You're like, it's fucking banging, mate. Oh, like, oh, it's fucking banging, innit, lads?
that's essentially how it went, yeah.
And after this podcast, I'm going to go and listen to it and go, oh, this is fucking banging.
But no, I get what you mean by it's depressing but happy. But I like you. I think that's my kind of music.
Yeah.
Take depressing subjects, put in a major key. You're done. You've got fucking awards, mate.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. But no, music helps people through shit times, and I've had a shit year, and this one really helped me through a shit. So good shit, banging, some would say. No, but I recommend everyone going to give it. I had a really tough time with my top 2.
I think I know what number 1 is.
The other ones got it because it's, you know, it's not first time listen, band wise and stuff like that.
You don't like
debuts,
debuts,
do you?
album?
No, yeah, I just they've got some more legs on them, haven't they?
It's going to be that mixtape in it that's 7 minutes long.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number 2. I'm only going to talk about it more than you just talked about it. Fuck you. Go on, Seaton.
I'll stay on the jazzy theme. And my album's called Jazz Welfare by Viagra Boys. They're a very unique band. I don't think there's many bands out there that you could compare to these at the minute. It's kind of like a punk meets jazz sort of vibe. I think Mr. P's listens to them quite a bit.
I haven't had time to listen to this album yet, though. I know I know.
That's a disappointment to hear. Is it the second album?
I want
Third.
to say they've released more than 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the other work, and I was excited for this one, similar to the Wolf Alice release. And I think I had this on repeat for just like a week straight. It's really, really catchy. The weirdest thing is, not really related to the album. The album is good, and the versions of the tracks on there are enjoyable. But then they do these things called shrimp sessions, which is where they just do the live versions. There's a few on YouTube, and the versions on there, they're just so good. I don't think I've ever heard a band do live music so well, where there's a couple of little differences from the recorded tracks that really stand out. And it's not technically the album, but I'm going to class it as the album, those sessions. And yeah, it's really different and enjoyable, and I would recommend that anyone who's not heard of them, don't be put off by the name. It is a strange band name, but they're really good.
It's not. It's a punk band name, man.
Yeah, but a lot of people will be like, what are you listening to? The Viagra Boys. What? So I can't explain anymore. They're called Viagra Boys. The music's amazing. That's the end of that one. Yeah, listen to the album, Mr. P. Stop messing about.
It's on my giant list of things to listen to, because there's so many albums I've not got around to yet from this year. Yeah.
Go on, man. Your turn.
Sticking with the punk theme, I mentioned a TV show earlier.
Lady Parts.
We Are Lady Parts, yeah. And it's the We Are Lady Parts EP.
Right. You made me listen to this a lot.
It's not technically an album, in that it's only an extended play, so it's like one side of an album.
Well, that doesn't count, man.
It does, if I've included it.
If the director's cut of Ghost of Tsushima counts, this counts.
Does
that mean I can include
7 minutes? You can't include a 7-minute mixtape. No. There's 6 songs in this EP, right? 4 of them are originals, 2 are covers.
Yeah.
And they just encapsulate the narrative of this show incredibly well. You know, what have we got? Nobody's gonna Honor Kill My Sister is one, but me. Bashir with the good beard, Voldemort under my headscarf, Fish and Chips, and they cover 9 to 5 and We Are the Champions, right? And they've got just this raw, gritty edginess to them. And if you watch the show and watch them, because they perform all these songs in the show, if you watch them perform them, you can see how they fit the characters well in those particular situations, and it's just proper punky goodness. We need more all-female punk bands. That's all I'm saying. After I watched this show and listened to this EP about 12,000 times, all I was listening to after that was female-led punk for a solid month. I highly recommend listening to it. You've listened to it.
Sorry,
You've been forced into it, yeah. Voldemort's Alive, Under My Headscarf is just a great track. I don't like Harry Potter up until I listened to that song. Now I'm biggest fan, you know. It shreds. It's good. The good, because they all actually learn to play these instruments, and some of them were already trained and stuff, but it's hot shit. I really like it. I listen to it a lot. There's not much more I can say without ruining the show.
All right. That's fine. We can get on to honourable mentions.
Good.
My honourable mention.
Singular, nice.
The YS collection by Logic. So
mention your mixtape then, mate.
Mixtape?
Go on, mention your mixtape.
God, it seems fucking cold, mate, to be honest. Ziggerts, I think it's called, by Mike Shinoda. Came out on Instagram saying I'm releasing some new music. Everyone was proper pumped. But alongside with that new music was some NFTs that he was releasing as well. So it was like baiting people into new music, and they were like, nah, it's actually for this NFT drop that I'm doing. So he released 3 songs. Altogether, they make up 7 minutes of music. It's just like he released it on YouTube the next day. It's like just one song, so it's just like a mixtape thing. It's alright. It's actually because his past two mixtapey albums have been just instrumentals.
Yeah.
That he's just been making on Twitch and shit, which is pretty cool anyway. But this one's actually got like lyrics and stuff. And it's alright, but I just want more of his music. He's really good, and he's just like, no, just make like theme tunes for TV shows and stuff.
Nice.
Seaton.
There's quite a long list of honourable mentions that I'd worked my way through. Speaking of female-led punk, Mr. P, have you ever listened to Amel and the Sniffers?
I have, yes.
They're an honourable mention on this list. We've also got a bit of Biffy Clyro on here, a bit of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
That's a funky name.
It is, isn't it? I like that.
They're a great band. They love releasing about 4 albums a year as well. I don't think Nothing But Thieves' album actually came out this year. I think it came out last year, and then they released an extended version this year. Yeah. I don't think that really counts, but that's a very good album.
Yeah,
I'd give that a listen. The new Idols album was very good. It's not quite enough to make it into the top 3 for me. Jungle's album, very funky. That's a bit of like a dance kind of vibe. And then I think my final honourable mention is Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. Hang on, I'm trying to. Oh. Yeah, Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. I'm a big fan of their first few albums, and this one wasn't quite as good as the other ones, but still good, still worth a listen. Would recommend.
Nice. Shall I go?
Yeah.
Shenjutsu, Iron Maiden.
I forgot about that.
All right.
That's not your number one.
No, I know, right? Any of these could have been 2 and 3 that I'm about to. Well, a lot of these could have been 2 and 3. Dave, We're All Alone in This Together.
That's not your number one.
Wonderful, wonderful piece of rap. So depressing.
Mm.
So depressing.
Mm.
Got it on cassette. I know. Squid, Bright Green Field. Great debut album. So close to being in the top 3 as well. It's experimental. It's new wavy. It's fucking weird.
Mm.
Is it?
And
Do they have a song called Houseplant?
probably. I'm not entirely certain of the single names, but
Oh.
they're
The Squid rings a bell. I think if it's what I think it is, that's a very good song. So I might listen to that album as well.
It's a great album. It's a great album. Back in Love City by the Vaccines. Japanese Breakfast, Jubilee. Encore by Wanda Jackson. Her final album. She's 84. She's just a rockabilly queen, man. She's fucking awesome. It's like 28 minutes long. It fucking pops, man. Vince Staples by Vince Staples.
Yeah.
You know Vince Staples?
Vince Staples.
Lovely, cheeky little rap boy. Madhu Mokhtar, Afrik Victime. A little bit of Niger rock and roll for you there. Wonderful album. Is a great guitarist. Top notch.
Yeah.
Top notch stuff. This is the one that was number 2, but is now honourable. It's Lucy Dacus Home Video. It's a great bit of like folky indie pop. Can you relate to being a closeted Christian female
Yeah.
as a teenager?
Proper.
Because if you can,
Mm.
this album is for you. But it obviously has themes of that, but it's essentially just anyone can relate to this. It's about growing up. It's about being an awkward teenager. It's about having a crush. It's about finding your first love and having your first kiss and your first heartbreak. And it's just really, really, really fucking good.
Nice.
Dry Cleaning, New Long Leg.
Is that all your honourable mentions?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, that's also great. Taylor Swift's new versions of Fearless and Red, both banging. I have taste in a lot of things. Montero.
Oh, wait.
Montero by Little Nas X.
Your response to my confusion was I have taste
Yeah.
over Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Montero, Little Nas X, great album. In the Court of the Dragon by Trivium, great album.
Yeah.
That
Despicable.
was on my list as well.
Oh.
I forgot to say that.
Taylor Swift.
She's released some proper good shit. Voyage by ABBA, stellar album. What are you looking at me for? Sometimes I Might Be Introvert by Lil Sims. She's probably the greatest female rap artist out there at the minute. She's just doing next level shit. It's fucking wonderful. And not wrote down, but Mastodon's newest album's also hot shit. Even if I did fall asleep listening to it first time. Just
Both Mastodon and Trivium were on my list as well. The Mastodon one for me, I think it might just be the album, mate, because I'm pretty sure I fell asleep listening to it the first time as well.
Yeah.
Might not be a good sign for that album.
I was listening to it really late, and I could fall asleep to rock music, like sludgy. It's sludgy and just that shit. But no, there's some good albums this year. There's loads more I need to listen to.
I listened to Scalar Nicely by 21 Pilots.
Yeah,
That's another album that got released this year.
And you go on about me listening to Taylor Swift, and you listen to 21 Pilots.
No, but they've actually got some good music. That album's shit that he's just said, but they've got another. Is it Trench? That's an amazing album.
Taylor Swift's released some great albums. Just saying.
Weird, you ain't.
What do you mean I'm weird?
Number ones.
My list encapsulates.
Shut your mouth. It's number ones
so
now.
many, John. How many Nigeria guitar boys do you have on your list?
Back in Love City by The Vaccines.
I mentioned that one earlier.
That's my number one. It's fucking banging.
Sorry.
It's more pop than they've ever done.
What are you, fucking Taylor Swift fucking fanboy?
Yeah. And it's just happy, fun time vibes, isn't it?
They're back in Love City.
It's like, ooh, and then some songs start off slow, but then they go, ooh, and you're like, yeah, ooh, yeah. It's just good. And I've listened to The Vaccines ever since they were born, so,
Same.
it's fun to see him back and getting it's more poppy generic music than they've done, because obviously indie and, Seaton's kind of vibe. And we're just fucking cool. I've seen them live. They were cool then.
I need to see him live.
Seen them live
Very
twice. And one time I didn't even know they were at the festival. I'm like, that's The Vaccines.
What festival was that?
Leeds, I think.
I think we discussed this. I think we both saw them at the same place and didn't know.
Yeah.
Not together. Yeah.
We've done the same.
Mm.
But download. Yeah.
Except for you were listening to a shit band and now listening to Linkin Park.
I watched Linkin Park's last 30 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, back in Love City, it's just the happy vibes that I needed. It got released, just fucking good, isn't it?
It's all right.
Proper gets me jigging. You know what I mean? Heather hates it because I would play it all the time, and she hates the one about the headphones and stuff.
Kick her in the leg.
Yeah,
She says we spend too much time together,
we do though, don't we?
though she denied it the other day.
I know she did. So I wouldn't dare say that. Well, you fucking did, bitch.
That stays in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will do.
Good.
She won't listen to it.
Speaking of headphones, mine just told me they've got low battery.
Disgusting.
So you'll have to let me know if it cuts out.
Will do. What's your top album of ever time?
Of ever time, probably The Killer's Hot Fuzz. But for this year would be Royal Blood's new album. Have you listened to it?
I don't know one. No.
You listened to it, Mr. B? Well, you should both be ashamed of
I just
yourselves.
listened to Taylor Swift. Her albums are like 100 minutes long.
They're a band that everyone fucking got obsessed with, didn't they?
They
And then they
did.
just
Yeah.
fell off the radar.
Who, Royal Blood?
Yeah.
See, they never fell off my radar. I stayed obsessed like a fucking indie boy.
Nice.
I'd say this one might be their best album. Controversial, I know. It's similar to The Vaccines. This is probably the most poppy sort of one they've done. It's quite disco-y, some of the songs,
Really?
but it's good. I'm a big fan. The last track, actually, don't like the last track. If it didn't have the last track, it'd be a solid album all the way through. But it's one of those where it ends on a bit of a slower, moodier song, and it just doesn't quite hit the mark for me. I don't think it's a very good attempt at it. It's not something I think they excel at. They should stick to the faster pace sort of actual rock, and now this time a bit of disco just thrown in there as well. That sort of genre. I don't like their sort of songs too much. I think my favourite track on there would be, that's a tough one, maybe Oblivion. That's a really good track. And Hold On, actually. Hold On would be the best one. That would be if you listen to one track off the album, listen to that. And if you like that, listen to the rest of the album. If you don't, then maybe give that one a miss. It's probably not for you. But yeah, I think it's a good return for them, and it's nice to see them do something a bit different. I think you said something earlier about the Foo Fighters, where it was all a bit the same, and they've tried to do something different. I think this is similar. They've tried to add something a bit different to the last two albums. So yeah, I think it's called Typhoons, the album. Give it a listen.
Nice. Your turn.
Mine is one that Seaton mentioned earlier, and it's Honourable Mentions.
Oh.
It's Comfort to Me by Amel and the Sniffers.
Oh,
It's just fucking...
they are good, aren't they?
Yeah. I listen. You've listened to this album.
Have I?
Yeah. When
Huh?
we were playing FIFA here that one time.
Oh.
And I was like, listen to this band.
Yeah.
They're hot shit. They are just fucking balls to the wall, rock and roll goodness. They're punky as fuck. She's straight to the point with her vocals. They're just insane.
In the membrane.
I love the way that they use metaphor for the themes in their songs. I mean, Maggot is just one of the greatest love songs ever written, you know? But it's about maggots. And she wants a man to put his maggots inside her. It's awesome. And what's your favourite song off this album?
I've not listened to the album all the way through. I've just listened to the singles as they were released.
Right.
Maybe Guided by Angels.
Good opening track.
Yeah.
Or Hurts. Hurts is really good as well.
It's also, that's not the opening track, but it's also very good. My favourite song is Knifey. It's about women having to carry a knife to feel safe at night.
Nice.
And it just pops. It's fucking great. I listen to it a lot. I like when she talks about stabbing. And it's just great old school punk rock. And I'm probably gonna go and watch them live next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming.
Okay.
Yeah, you're coming.
Why don't you take Seaton? He knows him.
You know him. You've
I
listened to
was
the full
playing
album.
FIFA.
You've listened to the full album. He's just a singles boy. He's got the 7-inch singles just
I
under his
think I was
bed.
getting stressed at FIFA and I said, mate, this music's too much.
Oh yeah, you didn't like it. I like it because it gets me pumped and stressed.
Yeah.
And you were like, how can you play FIFA and listen to music at the same time? Like, easy. But it's good. They're intelligent and they're witty, and the lyrics are often funny in places, and it's sexy at times, and I'm just there for it all. I would say this album is better than their debut album, but the debut is still
Bang.
hot shit. But this is not out on cassette. I have to either get a CD or a vinyl, like a fucking Philistine.
Okay. So films.
Let's film it up.
Right, films. It had to be the last one. We're mainly filming it up most of the time. So let's get on with this shit. I've actually got some honourable mentions. I think this one's going to catch Mr. P by surprise. Number 3, Space Sweepers, mate.
How's it going to catch me by surprise?
It's low down. And I love this film.
You do love this film. It is a good film, though.
Fucking band of ragtag spacemen, you know, sweeping up, finding the treasure. I forgot what films were, mate.
The space sweepers, they clear salvage and debris, and they come across a child in a sexy way.
It, not in a sexy way, no.
No,
But it's a Korean film.
it is Korean.
It's a Korean film. It's also got Richard Armitage in, who's not Korean. Well,
He is Korean.
It's a South Korean film, but it's
worldwide.
got all
in
the
it, yeah.
speakers in, you know. But no, it's like a better Guardians of the Galaxy, you know what I mean?
It's really good though.
There's
I thought you gave Guardians of the Galaxy a 7.
Eh?
I thought you gave Guardians of the Galaxy a 7.
Yeah, I did.
But this is better than a 7 out of 7.
Yeah, you have to rank your 7s, don't you? They're not just all in a pool.
Well, you can't give 7s because it don't make sense.
You don't make sense. There we go. Show him up, didn't I? No, but this film's on Netflix. Everyone should go and watch it.
It is good.
You know, everyone likes Korean stuff now, so go back and watch Space Sweepers, mate. Fucking cool. Space adventure. Just
It's really good.
some really good acting as well, to say all the characters are flamboyant as fuck. as a gender confused robot. It's just fucking.
It's really good.
It's banging.
I need to rewatch it.
Same. Just can't remember the plot apparently. But yeah, Space Sweepers #3. What about you, Seaton? Seen many films this year?
I think I've seen 5 new films this year, maybe.
Wow.
Just a lot of watching old stuff again. So my honourable mentions will be sparse. I think I'm going to go with this one for number 3. I'm going to go with The Last Duel.
Oh, you're a Ridley Scott fan then? You're
Well-
not obsessed with your phone?
I have seen 2 of his new releases in the last month or 2. So I guess I am becoming a Ridley Scott fan.
Oh, you watched the...
House of Gucci.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. He did that and all.
He did.
God, he's old. He should
It's like 84.
slow it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Last Duel. So
It's old as shit. Yeah.
Sorry. Carry on.
I don't know what I think I expected more of like a typical medieval sort of action film, to be honest. It wasn't that. It was enjoyable. There was a couple of bits though where I thought the way they tell the story is where they tell it from 3 different points of view.
Rashomon.
Yeah. And then a couple of the things I've seen like that before I've enjoyed, but this, it felt like it was just retelling the same things and it wasn't really different enough
Right.
for the point of showing it from someone else's perspective. They were very small, nuanced changes, and I see what they were trying. Like,
Who were the 3 perspectives that you see?
you see
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver, I can't remember his character's name. Matt Damon, who's like the main character, Jean something. The French names I can't remember. And then there's the Jodie Comer character, the female who that is raped in the film. That's kind of one of the key points that I thought when they were looking at all the different perspectives, the difference between Adam Driver's perspective of that scene and her perspective of that scene.
Is Adam Driver the raper?
He is the raper and she's the rapee. You can see what they were trying to do from like the storytelling point of view, where he thought they were moans of pleasure when they obviously weren't when you see her point of view.
Right.
But to watch that scene twice, it's like, I'm not sure.
You
it was
jerked off a lot.
necessary.
Is that what you're saying? You jerked off a lot.
No, that's definitely not what I'm saying. Yeah, it just felt a bit.
Yeah, especially from her perspective. Fuck her.
I mean, how do I even reply to that?
Do you find out the truth at the end of the film?
What,
Is it
about the
ever
rape?
if it happened or not? Because there's 3 different perspectives. We
Well,
don't know
it's based on the truth. Well, based on a true story, but I guess technically you never know the truth because it's still just at the end of the day somebody's word against somebody else's, even in the actual real life events. But the way the film does it is it kind of paints it that she is telling the truth.
Right.
But yeah, the film, like the way it ends, it's like she was in the right, and the way she'd been treated was. Obviously the rape was terrible. Let's clarify that. But the way that she was treated in court and all that, and people accusing her of making it up, it was the film portrays it as that it's just like the ignorant, patriarchal sort of thing, and she was right. The last 10 minutes are like where it becomes the film I expected it to be, where it was a bit more of like an action, medieval sort of thing. And it's brutal.
I'm probably not going to watch that then. I thought if it were an action film, I might have watched it because it's on Disney now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit long as well. Honestly,
I just watched Gladiator.
I watched that for the first time the other day as well.
Oh, really?
I've seen Gladiator. Gladiator's better. Just watch Gladiator again. That's better than this film.
Gladiator is good.
Watch the last 10 minutes of this film, and then
Hans Zimmer knows how to copy his own music and make it good, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my verdict. It didn't sound like a glowing review, to be honest. I said a lot of negative things. It was still enjoyable, but it's.
I've heard top film of the year. Just go and watch Gladiator instead.
Yeah, but
that's what they should have had on the poster. Just rebuy Gladiator on Blu-ray.
I also made Gladiator.
No, it was. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 overall. Sorry, a 5 out of 7 on the your guys' scale. But there was just. I think it's because the reviews I saw were so positive for it, and I was like, it's not as good as that was making out.
Is it shot weirdly? Because I know the trailer was.
It looked odd, didn't it?
Yeah. Or is it just
Nothing really jumped out. It's just typical sort of
being a
his film where it's a lot of building the environment. There's a lot of look at all this stuff that doesn't really matter for half an hour.
establishing shots? Nice. That's how you feel like you're filming it.
That's how I feel
Look
like
at this
film,
film.
man. Yeah.
Oh, this field even what?
Yeah. Big green field. It's weird.
What about you? What about?
I'm not going to talk about mine off a lot because we've done a podcast on it.
Nice.
It's Spider-Man.
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Only third.
I really, really enjoyed this film. Doc Ock is in it.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's Insta. I still don't think it should have been a film, right?
What?
Didn't need to be. A film.
Didn't, right? Yeah. I don't think this was the way they should have gone with the third Spider-Man film, but I'm glad they did, and I really, really liked it. I'm just upset that they don't give me just Spider-Man. I just want Spider-Man. I just want Spider-Man.
We
You
know
have to
what
play
you
the game, mate.
I reinstalled it the other day. Yeah, so mine is Spider-Man.
Nice.
I don't want to. If you want to know my thoughts on it, just go and listen to our spoiler-filled.
Pod.
Yes.
Review, not really podcast, were
All right.
it? My second film of the year. It's a film I watched this morning. It's The Green Knight, mate.
Is it really?
It is. You know, this is just arty, medieval,
Is it better
fantasy fun time.
Is it better than Last Duel?
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't seen
Confirmed.
that. It's a story about King Arthur's nephew. Jesus. That didn't come out. King Arthur's nephew. And a knight that comes and he's like, you can strike me wherever you want, but in a year's time, you got to come to me and I'll strike you back. It's like a game weird thing.
Rochambeau.
Yeah. But yeah, basically.
Rochambeau with swords, isn't it?
Yeah. He decides to cut off his head. Idiot. So then in a year's time, he's got to go on this big quest to go to this chapel where the knight is, so he can do the same to him, kind of thing, to prove that he's worthy enough to be a knight on the round table. I only realised it was a story about King Arthur's nephew. It's hard to say nephew. After the film ended, because I was like, this is based off like a story, like a medieval folk story. And then I googled it and I'm like, oh, it's King Arthur. Because the king in it is never called Arthur, and I've just realised now he does have a round table.
So who chops whose head off?
What's his name? Actor in it.
Nephew.
Nephew chops the Green Knight's head off. Because the Green Knight comes and he's like, surely one of your men will face me, or whatever.
Right.
And then he explains the rules, saying, you can strike me. Well, if you manage to strike me anywhere, then I will leave and basically not kill you all. And then in a year's time, we have to do it again, and I can strike you in the same place you struck me.
Why?
It's just a game.
Sounds like a shit game.
This film's been on my list. I was going to watch this.
It's good.
No, it looks really good. I'm just confused.
There's probably more I'm missing, but
So he just chops his head off, and then the game ends.
no, he's like immortal this night. He picks his own head up.
So and then he's like, I'm going to chop your head off next year.
time.
Right.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did he do that then?
Because he's a fucking idiot. No, he wanted to prove to King Arthur that he's like a knight. The whole thing is him wanting to prove that he's worthy of being a knight. And his ambition is he wants to be a knight of the round table.
It sounds like a story I would have made up back when I used to do drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
and then they go on a like there's little side quests and stuff. It's really cool. You meet different characters.
What do they get with side quests?
Some MCU actors are in it. Some that weren't in films before this. The girl out of Falcon and Winter Soldier, the ginger one.
Oh yes,
She's in it, and the guy who plays Druig in Eternals is in it as well.
I've not seen.
He's a really good actor.
I've not seen.
People think he's going to be playing Joker in Pattinson's Batman. Anyway, but yeah, I just really enjoyed it, and it's my kind of ambiguous, weird, arty film.
I will watch it eventually.
Really good.
But
Really nice looking shots.
there's loads of films I still watch.
Yeah.
In general,
But yeah, Green Knight, number 2.
Black Knight,
Motherfucker.
starring Martin Lawrence.
No.
Number 2 for me. I don't know whether it'll be on. It won't be on your list, Pony. I don't think it'll be on your list either. But I imagine it'd be on most people's top 3 of the year. It's James
Yeah.
Bond, isn't it?
You didn't
James
like this
Bond.
film, did you?
No.
Did you not?
No. I think
I
Rami
think it-
Malek's like the worst Bond villain you'll ever see. And there's no
Yeah.
point in this film.
The Bond villain isn't great. I agree.
Worse,
I thought the film,
worse than Quantum of Solace?
Yeah, 'cause,
Eco-terrorist.
At
man.
least he's in the film.
he's literally in it for like 10 minutes and he ran Rami Malek. It's,
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I thought the film overall was still good because
go watch Goldfinger instead. Is that what we're getting?
I watched Casino Royale instead.
Yeah, Casino Royale.
Casino-
Banging.
Banging film.
I like the end of the film.
That remains my number 1 Bond film, but I think this one would be number 2. I really enjoyed it, and I don't want to get into any spoilers, but I think it's
Bond dies.
a good end to the Daniel Craig Bond films.
Yeah, it is with a good end. We've already spoiled it, mate, on the podcast. So.
And it's got Anna de Armas, or however you say that name in.
And then
She is, she is smoking.
her characters just.
Don't care.
You don't. I'm not having a rant.
She's in it for about 5 minutes, but best
I've
5 minutes.
never seen again, mate. Don't make sense.
I enjoyed those 5 minutes a lot.
The way they've tied up Daniel Craig's run as James Bond is just kill everyone that he were friends with.
But it was a fun watch. I can't believe you don't like it that much.
The villainous plot of uploading everyone's DNA through a USB or whatever, it just don't make sense, mate, does it? When you
But
think
any James Bond film makes sense.
little bits do. This one,
Do they? Have you watched the old ones?
yeah, but at least they're flamboyant and camp.
Fair enough. I get where you're coming from, but I thought it was still a good film. And it was the first time I ever went to IMAX when I watched this film. So maybe that was it. It was a whole new way of
this
the film.
boost films. To be fair,
Never been to IMAX.
so I went to see Logan in IMAX, and it
Never heard of that.
fuck off.
I went. That was the first time I went, and then the second time I went was to watch my number 1 pick.
Ooh, what's
Oh,
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Oh, probably
Mystery.
Ooh.
Before we get to that, though, we need to hear Mr. P's number 2.
What?
You're number 2,
For
mate.
me?
Yeah.
Limbo.
You ever heard of that?
Well, that's not number 2. That's number 4. Shiva Baby.
Ever heard of that?
Nope.
No. You not heard of it?
I have. I've watched the trailer.
You've seen the trailer for it. It's sort of a black comedy drama about a Jewish funeral, which is called a Shiva. It's about this Jewish student who's having an affair with a married man who just so happens to turn up at the Shiva with his wife and child. And it might be the most tense thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It made me very, very anxious. But like in a good way, like they've done their jobs proper, and you can just feel the tension like permeating through the screen into my fucking eyes, and it's good. It's like it's just shy of 80 minutes long. It doesn't outstay its welcome. There's no fat on this film at all, but it's top notch. The performances across the board are great, especially Rachel Sennett, who plays the main character.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when she's like sucking him off a bit at the Shiva.
You get to see
No,
Dick.
no. You do get some nice side boob from her at one point, though, at the beginning, when she's affairing with him. That
Wait,
was
she's
nice.
sucking him off at the Shiva?
Mm.
Why would you do that?
Because
It's so risky.
yeah, but it's a really good film. It's on Mubi.
How much of a sucking off DC?
Not it's not a fucking
How do you
porno.
know they're sucking him off? You see her head. Go for that. I need to know.
But anyway, it's just it's a really good portrayal of mental health issues, anxiety and stuff, but done in this darkly comic way that I just really was taken by.
You should probably watch it, shouldn't I?
It's really good.
What's it on?
Mubi.
Oh, not got a week free movie anymore.
I gave it a month.
Oh, was it a month?
Yeah.
I get so many fucking emails from Mubi, literally 10 a day. Oh, you should watch it. No. Carry on.
But no, it's really good, and it was a first-time director as well, and I'm hoping that they make many, many more great films in the future because it was really, really fucking good.
Nice.
I'd highly recommend it. It's witty and acerbic and biting and bitter, and I'm just there for it.
Yeah.
There for it.
Nice.
And she's bisexual, and she used to have like a lesbian partner.
That's not allowed.
Not in the Jewish community.
And I didn't think the pony was literal.
Oh, you're saying you sounded like a horse.
I know he is. I know he is.
Horse boy. Oop.
Honourable mention time.
Let me get me list up on
Same.
Letterboxd. The fuck with that?
Suicide Squad got released this year. Really good.
You gave The Green Knight 5 stars.
I did. Shang-Chi got released this year. Really good.
That was a TV show.
Batman: The Long Halloween Part 1 and 2 maybe got released this year.
They did. Yeah.
Really good.
Top
animated
notch.
film. The Mitchells versus the Machines got released this year. Also really good animated film.
Fucking awesome. Best animated film of the year, in my opinion.
Justice League got released this year.
No.
My last honourable mention. It was on the list until the Green Knight came into my life.
Yeah.
And I had to juggle my list around. Space Sweepers were one at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
But the honourable mention that's not on my list, sadly, is Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City.
Right. Nice.
Just fucking nostalgia and campy horror and just everything I want from a Resident Evil film. And, you know, I get why people don't like it, but they're cons, so. Yeah, honourable mentions done.
Well, I don't think mine are going to take very long to do. I think I've seen about 2 other films. So one of them was House of Gucci. Decent.
I'm really surprised you've seen that film.
Date night, weren't it?
You got dragged to it. Right.
Oh,
Send them more. Send them more.
there wasn't much else on, to be honest.
Really not.
No. It definitely wasn't a bad film. I just feel like it suffered the same way that The Last Duel did, where there
Not
was...
enough action.
Well, yeah. But the amount of stuff he puts in films, just there's no reason for it. It's just... I get he's padding out the world and trying to tell a story, but there's just so much stuff that could be cut out of that film. It's like 2.5 hours long. It really doesn't need to be that long.
Right.
But yeah, I think he's got the Adam Driver obsession as well, hasn't he? He's cast a couple of times. Everyone loves Adam Driver these days. And then the other film, I think it was this year, it was Bad Trip. You know, where the came out on Netflix. I can't remember his name. Eric Andre.
Oh, yeah.
Like, prank film, kind of, not really.
That did come out this year, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I'm a fan of his anyway, and it was a bit. It felt a bit weird. It felt kind of like Borat, actually, where it's got an actual story that he's telling, but there's got this stuff in there as well. Whereas Jackass is more just here's a 20 stupid things we did. That's actually got an overarching story to it.
What a way to describe Jackass.
I'm a fan, but come on, that's what it is, isn't it? It's look at this stupid shit we did. Whereas that, like I said, it's got a bit more of a story, and I enjoyed it a lot. And I think they're the only 5 new films I've seen this year, so
You've missed out on some banging films.
Yeah.
I'll get around to them in about 3 years, like I did this year with 2018.
Nice.
What about you, Mr. P? What you got for us?
Limbo.
Limbo. Oh, it's a film you mentioned.
A really, really, really wonderful comedy drama about asylum seekers, refugees up in Scotland. It gives a really accurate portrayal of the actual stuff that refugees have to go through, but you can't tell that to people who read Sun and that, because they just won't believe you. You know what I mean? It's darkly funny, and very poignant, well acted. I highly recommend people watch it. It's on Mubi if anybody ever wants to watch it. It's great. Mitchells versus the Machines, great bit of animation. Prisoners of the Ghostland, Nicolas Cage.
Don't move on.
Bob and Star go to the Vista Del Mar. Stupid, stupid, stupid film. Awesome. Shang-Chi, The Crew to New Age. Space Reapers, Batman, Long Halloween Part 1 and 2. Raya and the Last Dragon surprised me in that it was good. Willy's Wonderland, Nicolas Cage. Nobody, alright. Suicide Squad, yeah. Vanguard, Jackie Chan. And I'll not keep mentioning anymore. Black Widow was my worst film of the year, half a star. Just wanted to get that out there. Bad film.
Is that because you can't rate anything 0?
Yeah, I tried getting it 0 when you couldn't. So, yeah.
You want to know my top film of the year?
I mean, you two may as well both go, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the same time, yeah. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
That was definitely at the same time.
That was very insane.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
like
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good though, isn't it?
I hate to do it because it's, it's.
If it's good, it's good. You can't knock it.
It's going to be everyone's top film of the year. It's up to you. And it's obviously MCU. But for me, like I said in our review, it feels somewhat separate and could just be a one-off. This is a Spider-Man film. But yeah, just trying not to spoil it. It's hard in saying how good it is. It's really good, isn't it?
It's a worthy number one.
Yeah. I knew it was going to shake up my list. Just knew.
I mean, I'd already put it number one before I'd seen it. I'd fully expected it to be number one weeks ago. I think, like I said earlier, everything I wanted from it I got, and a bit more. I think it would actually be my number one Marvel film, full stop.
Really? Is that
Yeah.
just MCU or overall?
Overall,
Wow.
I can't think of
I
any.
did say it was my favourite Spider-Man film overall. So
I think Infinity War's probably second on that list. I think it's trumped it. Yeah, I feel like after Endgame, I was mentally checked out with Marvel. I just wasn't interested. I thought that's the end of that story. All those films have come together and they've done this amazing thing that no other franchise has ever really attempted. Executed it really well, but I'm not really into all this new phase stuff. I don't want to get invested in it because it's just going to be so many things. But if they're going to be the quality of that film, I might have to rethink because that film was.
But they could also be the quality of Black Widow.
yeah.
Well, that's a good point.
thing is,
Terrible.
I was like that until I watched Shang-Chi. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's
Yeah,
sake,
Shang-Chi's good.
they've got me again. And now the few months passed, and I'm like, no, I'm all right. I won't go and watch every Marvel film. And now I expected this to either be top-notch, amazing, or god-awful. There were no in-between for me. And good when it, like, really good. And now they've got me again, and I hate them.
I'm not paying to watch any of their films.
Yes, you are.
I didn't pay to watch this one.
Oh, right, no, but you will go and see them.
I won't. I'm not paying to go and watch them.
No, if someone else pays for you.
Yeah, you and Grandad Dick can pay for it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting Disney money.
I didn't pay to watch this, actually.
I know you didn't.
But I would do it,
Did
Josh.
Grandad Dick also bought me a bottle of water and some Haribo's.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
There were a lot of people in that cinema and I did not enjoy it.
Where are we? Your favourite film of the year?
Playing with Sharks.
All right. Documentary, isn't it?
It's a documentary, yeah. About Valerie Taylor, activist for sharks.
Sounds like you really enjoyed it, mate.
No, it's about her life story, you know. She originally started off as like someone who took part in like shark hunting competitions and stuff, but then she came to the realization that I shouldn't be doing this, and she became like a conservationist. She became one of those, and it's just about her story and her husband, who was also
A shark.
yeah, big shark, and they made lovely shark babies.
Nice. Shark human hybrids.
No, but it's just a lovely humanist tale about how you can change for the better and how you can do good in the world, no matter if it's like a small thing or a big thing. And it made me very emotional because sharks are my favorite animals anyway.
Mm.
And she just seemed like a really cool woman. And at the end, it was about her diving with these sharks again at like however old she is, like 80 or some shit. And like not in a cage or anything, just straight up
In ocean.
just with them, just like, look at them. They're just like, they're playful. They don't want to attack us, which is what she's trying to like get across to people, like all these times. But throughout that, it does intersperse with things that they've done, like Jaws and stuff. They did some of the shooting, like the underwater stuff for them, because they were like oceanographers and stuff. They were like some of the first like OG people to do that kind of.
When you said things that they've done, I thought you meant like sharks. When you said Jaws, I like Jaws is it's not real, mate.
You know. And then it was about them trying to, because that obviously created this like panic that people like, we're going to get fucked up by some sharks, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because that Jaws lad, he
Big-
did it.
big-
He did
Big
it.
Jaws.
So we're going to go and we're going on
Big
every
groups.
we're going on every cunt we
Yeah.
can, and we will reclaim our oceans.
And them Asian cunts. Put them in
Makes
soup and shit.
You know what I mean? And it was about them trying to make up for that, you know, and stuff. And it's just really, really good. And it made me so sad, but in a happy way.
Should watch the documentary about shark fin soup and then just
No,
cry at all the dead sharks
No.
on top of a building.
but it's really good. It's really, really good. It made me feel things. I don't like feeling. It drains me.
I think that's why Spider-Man's my number one, because it made me feel things.
No, Spider-Man made me feel things, but this made me feel real things.
Yeah, true. Spider-Man's not real.
No. Whereas
Yeah.
bootleg Spider-Man is. They agree. But no, it's really good. Playing with Sharks. It's on Disney Plus. It's a Nat Geo doc. Look, he's invested. You can see it on his face. Go and watch it. It's good. They got a lot of good shark shit on there, to be fair. But there's a lot more films from this year that I just haven't got round to watching yet that, you know, I need to.
Like Hot Wheels.
Pretty much. We done?
Yeah. Oh, fun, wasn't it? Are you doing your weird news? Because we've been going for
No.
way too long.
No weird news this week
No weird news.
because I am flagging
Same.
and you've had sleep.
I've got places to be as well.
I know
Oh.
he said he wanted to be done at half 2.
Oh, sorry, mate.
All right.
You off anywhere fun?
Pub.
Oh, you're getting drunk?
Just
a
a
couple.
couple boys.
Just a couple, he says. Just a couple.
Just a couple babies with their boys.
No, but we.
How do we end the podcast again?
What we do is we do honourable mentions and we do awareness and stuff.
Honourable mentions.
I don't know.
Right.
Special shout out things.
I don't want to do any.
You got any shout outs, Seaton?
No.
I
Good.
just want to say
A Merry Christmas.
happy Christmas to every cunt. Cheers for supporting us through the year.
A Merry New Year.
It's always appreciated.
Because we'll see him at New Year, won't we?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Will we?
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
yeah.
Have you got plans for number 76? You got anything in the pipe work?
Nicholas Cage.
Nicholas Cage, I think. Yeah.
Because we can't keep putting him on the back burner.
You're the one who keeps putting him on the
Blah,
back
blah,
burner.
blah,
You made
blah,
me
blah,
watch that
blah,
cunt in
blah, blah,
film,
blah,
and then you're like, we're
blah,
not
blah.
doing it this week after I'd started watching the thing. I've got to watch it again. It's going to be the first film I watch this goddamn year.
Mm.
Come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so happy Christmas, fuckers. You want to say anything?
No, I've said all that I need to say.
Said it. Yeah, fucking ginger bastard in cunt.
Oh, I thought we were going to let him off because it's Christmas.
Yeah, we'll let him off.
You've already said it though. So I
Yeah,
think
but
I
now
should
I'm-
say it
Now I'm giving him. You can cut it. I'm giving him a virtual high five, look.
I thought you were just touching his face.
I'm Hitler.
What
Yeah.
does Tiny say?
What? Sorry.
What does Tiny Tim say at the end of Scrooged?
Oh, get me that big fucking goose, boy!
Yeah, let's end it on "Get me the big fucking goose, boy."
Yeah, I like it.
Stay fresh.
Stay fresh.
Thank you.